Ledecky finished second. She got the silver. And another American got the bronze. But there was a Russian that set an Olympic record and won.
Putin?
And Ledecky and the American, they hugged each other because they just won medals. But they went over and started hugging the Russian. And it kind of brought a tear to my eye. They said, no other place you see countries like that come together. You just lost. But you're so happy for the Russian because she won maybe her first gold medal, something like that. Mm-hmm. And they came over and hugged her, and she was kind of crying. You know, that's what the Olympics are about. It's just you may have lost the gold medal, but it's competition, and you just show, hey, great job. You don't see that a lot of times. So I think I kind of dig that.
My favorite moment was when the swimmer from Alaska won the gold medal, and they cut to her hometown where all the kids at her high school were watching in the gym, and they were so happy for her. People are just jumping, going hysterically happy that their classmate had won. Those are the moments that I get the feels.
Yeah, I get it. You don't see that. Cool. You don't see that in any other sporting endeavors.
No, not really. To have people so happy for somebody else like that's really what I think is neat.
Well, I enjoy the volleyball too. I mean, they're showing more and more butt.
Oh, for crying in a bucket!
Doug, is there
a reason they have to? You know, as a male, I'm all in favor of the costumes they're wearing right now. But wouldn't you think at some point the girls are going to say, why do we have to wear this? Why do we have to look like this?
Well, Jimmy Cruz, don't let me down, Jimmy. I've got you beating Louisville.
Doug, you can't go wrong with the Jimmy Cruz drop.
No, at any point, whether it makes sense or not.
You're hearing TMA all day on KPNT HD2, Collinsville, St. Louis, featuring the Ryan Kelly Morning After, live from 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. Then a full show replay from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m., followed by the best of TMA from 1 p.m. to 7 p.m., and another same-day replay starting at 10 p.m. Find the full schedule at TMASTL.com. Brought to you by Ryan Kelly at thehomeloanexpert.com, the most efficient mortgage process you'll ever experience.
Hey, this is Tim McKernan for Design Air Heating and Cooling. I am a very happy client. Design Air Heating and Cooling and Seth Goldcamp and his incredible staff, which you can find online at designairservice.com. Just go to the website, click on the Book Now tab, and any issues you may be having with your HVAC system, they will take care of immediately. The customer service, second to none. It's Design Air Heating and Cooling online at designairservice.com. This is Tim McKernan. I'd like to tell you about a company I started just a couple of years ago and they still own, and it's called Sound Story. It's essentially a 1-hour interview that we do either in person or via Zoom with mothers, fathers, grandmothers, grandfathers. They come in and they tell their stories, education, growing up, and of course, family stories, the wisdom that they can share with their loved ones for generations to come. It's an audio heirloom. It's Sound Story. To learn more, go to mysoundstory.com.
Hey, it's Jackson for Rosalitas. TMA listeners know that Rosalitas Cantina has the best patio and the best Tex-Mex in town. From tableside guac to piled-high nachos, the amazing menu at Rosalitas is full of classic Mexican dishes. Plus, it's always time for a margarita, and Rosalitas has the most delicious house and specialty margs in town. Enjoy happy hour specials Monday through Friday from 3 to 7, and let Rosalitas cater your next event. Check out rosalitascantina.com or visit the downtown or DePere location today. Time to get your fiesta on at Rosalitas.
Hey, this is Tim McKernan. I'm here with Ryan Kelly, the HomeLoanExpert.com. Man, Ryan, the home buying market is competitive as all get out right now.
You need every leg up you can get. You need every advantage you can get, and that's what we give you at the HomeLoanExpert.com. We have a 10-day closing guarantee. That's right, 10 days. If that doesn't make your offer stand out, not sure what will. We also have lower rates, over a quarter point lower than the national average. We don't just talk about low rates, we have them. And at the HomeLoanExpert.com, we have programs for almost anybody. Got questions? Ready to get pre-approved? The HomeLoanExpert.com.
So the stupid corporate contest is still going on. App Madness. And we're still not in the lead against the other big-time FM stations. Let's see, the Point's in first, and even Casey and that weird Arch station is ahead of us. Jesus. So we're upping the stakes. Get the TMA app, sign up for an account, log into that account, and you'll get a keyword, which you can use to enter to win the Week 3 prize. Tickets to Point Fest? Sit with Iggy and learn at the rescheduled Point Fest September 24th at Hollywood Casino Amphitheater.
Nope, I'm not doing it. I work at Casey. I'm helping Casey win App Madness. I do not wish to go to Point Fest with any of you or with Iggy, and I'm appalled that I'm even in this promo right now. So, no, I will not be sitting with you and Iggy at Point Fest. Good luck with your App Madness, jerks.
Featuring Papa Roach. Highly Suspect. Hailstorm. the struts, and more. Once you have the TMA app and log into your account, you'll get a keyword. Use that keyword to enter the contest. Help us beat the point by winning Point Fest tickets. Find out more at tmastl.com. Rise and shine, St. Louis. It's the Ryan Kelly Morning After on KPN-TFM HD2, Collinsville, St. Louis. At the Morning After STL on YouTube and on TMASTL.com with Tim McKernan, Doug Vaughn, Iggy Strode, the Plowboy, and Action Jackson.
7:07 in St. Louis. You are listening to the Ryan Kelly Morning After on 105.7 HD2 FM, The Potted Plant, TMASTL.com, YouTube.com/TMASTL. And we are in our Munganess St. Louis Acura Alton Toyota 7 o'clock hour in the Michelob Ultra Studios. Timothy Michael McKernan, Douglas Elvin Vaughn, Kenneth Iggy Strode, Action Jackson, Virgin Pringles Sauce Boss, and the Plowhawk is on the ones and twos. And Doug, here we are.
Well, I'm not going to be much good to you today, fellas. I don't call on me. Don't look in my direction for any help.
Patty Maroon scored a Jim Dandy last night.
Yeah, I watched some of that. I switched back and forth between the hockey and the baseball, but saw our beloved Redbird fall out of first place.
Cardinals.
And so
beat.
It's hard
Brewers.
for me to pick myself up by the bootstraps on this Tuesday morning after seeing a defeat like that. Didn't get a base runner to third base.
What was the score?
Nice.
2-0.
Yeah, they were in it.
They were definitely in it. They were definitely in it.
I might get that mitten on.
Where am I having mitts?
There they are. They're up early in the morning,
the
dressed in
left one
black. Don't ask why, because I'm down with a suit and tie. Ice Cube, Dead Homies. Was that 1990, 91?
I don't know the years.
There's no Vaseline 91?
I don't know. I don't use Vaseline for anything.
Ooh.
Wow,
nice.
raw dog.
Well, like you guys do.
Well,
You're constantly applying Vaseline.
Now I'm able to self-lube.
Ah!
Dead Homies was 1990.
Nice. Shipped it again. Can we pull that up? Guess we'd have to go aux off, though.
What do we, no Vaseline?
No, definitely can't go there.
I was going to say, like, no way could I find one.
No Vaseline 91.
Doesn't Vaseline make you all greasy and get stuck on your hands and everything you touch gets oily? And
well, there's friction.
Nice.
Without it.
Think about that.
Why do they call it petroleum?
Think about that.
Because it's oil-based.
Oh, we wrap that up.
Why they call it jelly. I mean, when kids see that, put it on their toast.
Why do they call it jelly?
Petroleum jelly. That's what it's called.
Mm-hmm.
We're killing it.
Kids see that, and they start spreading on their toast.
I would have studied up more on Vaseline had I known that would have been a first segment conversation.
Girl, you be killing them.
You be killing them.
Girl, you be killing them.
It just seems like that's something you have in your house that you don't use.
I use them.
Wow.
You use a lot of Vaseline.
Not a lot, but you always got to have some in there. What if you get a cut? You can put the Oragel on there, whatever it's called.
How about a Band-Aid?
But then you got to put some Vaseline on there to keep it from getting infected.
Oh, I don't.
Do you keep the Vaseline in your station, or do you keep it in the bathroom?
Nice question. Really nice follow-up,
bathroom. I use a Wine Tropic in my station.
You masturbate with Wine Tropic, bro?
What?
Sunscreen?
So vivid, and yet so refreshing.
It's oil. It's got a nice smell to it, nice coconut smell.
Oh, God. I just had a gag reflex.
I just had like a
These Redbirds have got to bounce back.
The station. God, I love that.
I don't care for it. I just don't. That's
But do
me.
you like the vivid image? Because now you can
No.
include a coconut-based fragrance along with it.
No, I don't like any of this.
Pina colada.
It's a nice sheen.
Don't say sheen.
Take me to Pleasure Town, Vaughn.
Okay, Hoffman. Where's Hoffman now? What the hell is he
Isn't he
doing?
working at the Plowhawk's old place?
Yeah, he's a copywriter there.
I saw a picture of him on a boat like a minute ago on Twitter.
I think he's
A
in-
boat?
Yeah, he does his usual Hawaii trip, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, this
Big
Hoffman's walking in
fans.
tall cotton.
There he is. Doug, why don't we go write copy?
Yes, I would rather if it meant a frequent trips to Hawaii. Yeah.
You know, July 4th would be our 6-month anniversary here. We should get Hoffman to call in and do the emails for our anniversary.
Oh.
Nice.
All right, it certainly doesn't feel like 6 months.
I guess it would be 6 months. How about that? Wow, you're right.
We won't be doing a show July 4th, but
We're still in our probation period, aren't we?
I think so. Let's see, what day is July 4th?
Monday.
Monday.
So I guess everything is off on Monday, huh? All right, sweet 3-day weekend.
Boy, he would read it, however vile they were. He would go ahead and read it.
Off.
I used to have to pick up his peanut shells, though.
He left peanut shells on the floor?
He liked peanuts.
And so he would crack peanuts and leave the shells on the floor?
Like
I didn't see
almonds,
that.
And there'd be shells all over.
I think they were pistachios.
Pistachios, yeah.
Stop the dramatic breathing like you're being burdened just by being at work. You work 15 hours a week. Suck it, you smushed banana. Doug, that's from Sister Catherine Patricia.
Why don't you not worry about what I do here?
Yeah, we do.
How many hours I work, what I do. Just don't worry about it. 160 now? They want me to come over and talk at that school. I may not now.
We do Pepper and Genie.
Who's asked you to come talk?
One of the principals wants me to come over and talk to the 8th graders about...
Oh, I'd want video of that.
About what?
Radio.
About radio? They're trying to get all the 8th graders into the radio business.
I wasn't thinking about what I wanted to do for a living in 8th grade, but I guess they've changed.
I saw a little video yesterday. I don't know if it's true or not. They had the lowest paying college degrees that you could get, and radio and TV was second lowest.
Ooh, nice. What's lowest?
Photography. That was the lowest paying.
I take pride in the fact that I've developed multiple PDs, APDs, and executive producers. I used to tell Jeremiah Crow, if you don't want my chair, that's a problem.
Now that's who should be speaking to the 8th grade class.
Well, I thought we wanted to boost morale.
That would be nice information to have before you move on to high school.
They don't know him. I'm an alum.
Oh.
90 Friends of the Feather have already gathered in what is the hottest singles bar in St. Louis when Wheelhouse isn't open, and that is the youtube.com/TMASTL chat room. And I see Daniel Deho Lewis and Glenn Carbon Glory Boy, along with Jackson's guy Don Hoffman, are all in there talking it over. Not any ladies at the moment, but I'm sure they'll be there soon. We're in the Michelob Ultra Studios. Michelob Ultra, it's only worth it if you enjoy it. Let me take a look at this sign in our studio here. 95 calories and 2.6 grams of carbohydrates. How do you do? The sponsor of our studio and the Fan Page Club Championship. Iggy, has anybody advanced to the Final Four of the Fan Page Club Championship presented by Michelob Ultra yet?
If they have, they haven't told me, or they haven't told Sean, or haven't turned in the scorecards.
My guess
keeping
is
it a secret.
They didn't want to play in 100-degree weather, which I don't blame them.
Hotter than bulls already, eh?
Woo.
They have until, what, July 8th?
Yeah, they have a good amount of time, so maybe they're waiting for the heat to break.
Yeah.
These are the matches I'm looking forward to. There is
Doug, which one are you looking forward to most?
None of them, really?
Well, in terms of, like,
interested.
Heads-up play, Aunt Peg and Guy is always a...
that one I expect to sell out.
All right, I'll root for Guy. I've met him.
Heck and Friedman. I beat him.
What is that, El Ocho?
Oh, Lord.
El Ocho Magnifico, that's correct.
That's a great name. That is a great name.
Ocho Magnifico.
El Ocho.
I think Friedman's won 4-2, 6-4.
Man.
And I want to beat him on 18
care. Not many. Maybe
I beat him
couldn't
1-0.
find anybody that would care.
Tim, have you set up your match yet?
I have not. The gentleman, Mike Suddeth, did contact me, but I don't know what my schedule is over the next couple of weeks to be able to spend an afternoon with Mike and, of course, Iggy reading putts. I mean, God, Doug, is there anybody that you would say reads putts better than Iggy?
No one better. Based on the information we received from him, nobody is better than at doing that.
Let me give you an example.
Doug, here comes
So you're going to
Exhibit
agree
A.
with that premise?
Well, I was telling Tim the other day. I don't know what hole we were on, but
No, I don't either.
pull it
we were
up.
talking about.
I'm sure
it's
we were
not-
out of it.
Oh yeah,
Here we go again.
full
Here
5 on
we
Friday
go.
morning. Yeah.
Well, if it wasn't
Yeah.
Thursday, you were out of it, right?
That's correct.
And we were
out
just
of it by
talking
the
about
7th hole of the tournament.
we were talking about reading putts, and I said the difference is like when I'm reading a putt for Cletus and I'm reading a putt for you.
Yeah.
It's different because you have different speeds. It's not just I know it's going to break 2 balls, because if you're going to go a little hard,
Doug, we're going to try to make it. Can you make the putt if you don't get the ball to the hole?
No.
I don't give a damn if it goes by, because I'm going to make the comebacker.
Okay.
Okay, I don't need to get settle. I don't give an F. We're here to win. There are no prizes for second place, ho. Are we here to win? Are we here to sit in a cubicle and masturbate until we're 65? No. We're here to win, okay?
shout at me.
No. Everybody's masturbating with Hawaiian Tropic and
I
Maryland
don't think
Heights.
they are.
But that's my point. I mean, if it's
See?
if it's Tim, no, if it's Tim, I know Tim doesn't mind going 3 feet by, so his ball is going to be a little bit less of a break because of the speed. Cletus likes to, like, die him into the hole. He likes to, like, trungle into the hole.
Okay.
Well, to prove my point, I was watching the U.S. Open on Sunday.
All right, Cletus, me, and then Matthew Fitzpatrick. Let's pull it up.
And how does this affect the average person listening to this in their car?
Well, if you want to make more putts, listen.
This is brutal.
Yeah.
I agree.
I'll give it time. It'll get worse.
I know.
But I don't know if it was Azinger or could have been Justin Leonard. I don't know why Mike Tirico has to pop in there every 30 minutes just to kind of talk. But he's got Leonard next to him. They're talking about putting, and he said, one thing to read a putt, he says, it may be 6 inches outside the hole, but if it's a guy who likes to putt real slow, it may be 3.5, 4 balls. If it's a guy who likes to knock it by the hole, it may be a ball and a half. So you're reading the putts depending on your speed, and that's exactly what I told Tim on Thursday.
Think about that, Doug.
Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. You read putts differently depending on how hard you're going to hit it. No one else would have thought of that.
Well, the average person wouldn't.
Exactly.
No.
The average person wouldn't.
Just trying to get people better.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, you're doing a community service as much as anything.
Yeah, but we got to hear Justin Leonard quite a bit because for some reason Mike Tirico has to pop in every 15 minutes and take over.
Tirico taking shrapnel
You're upset with Tirico. He's
Well,
a
I'm
terrific broadcaster.
Sure he is. I think he's a nice guy, too. I've met him a couple times. The fact is that you watch every other broadcast, you don't see Jim Nance and Faldo all of a sudden take a couple holes off because somebody comes in from the studio that, hey, now we're going to go out to 16, Justin, and there's a nice shot. Why do you have to come in there?
In all honesty, dude, is this like a fantasy right now?
You got 9,000 broadcasters out there, and all of a sudden you just got to take time off when Mike Tirico's got to jump in and start talking.
I don't know.
Pockets, you're plagiarizing what Chris Nagel said yesterday. If you knew how to read putts, you wouldn't miss 3-footers. That's from Chubbs Peterson, and he has been very vocal about his handicap.
Well, Nagel said it, too. But I told Tim on, Thursday.
You were first with his information.
No, it's knowledge. It's common knowledge, but a lot of people don't know that.
Was that a bit of an oxymoron?
It was.
Kind of, yeah.
If it's common knowledge, then it means almost everybody knows it.
Well, common knowledge, that doesn't mean our listeners know it.
The listeners take shrapnel
Everyone
now.
taking shots.
Mike Tirico and our audience have both been on
I like
the
Mike
list.
Tirico. I just don't get the whole...
And Justin.
All right, you've been on for 10 minutes. Azinger, sorry, you're going to lock you guys down. Let's go back to Mike in the studio.
The Illsider's pissed. He says he's trying to call in to set up his match. What is he playing, you, Iggy?
Yeah.
He says nobody's answering.
I haven't seen the phone ring once. So.
Yeah, she's afraid to play.
He's got
so
the
you're
wrong
gonna make
number.
Excuses.
Steve Schmidt, Kiev, North County phone line, 636-9004-TMA. Or you can text into the Engineer Design Facilities text inbox, EDF, Engineer Design Facilities is how you can...
You put me down, Fuzzy.
He did DM me yesterday with his phone number, so let's just text. It's easier.
I'm not going to read the... He's calling from work. I'm not going to read what it is.
Oh.
Doug, what do you think it is, Stiefel?
I would probably one of the hospitals, Barnes Jewish.
Burger King.
Yeah. Doctor's
If you have
ward.
visibility to your company or place of business's commercial fire alarm panel and system, please email fire@edf-rg.com. And they'll have a technician come out and provide a free evaluation of your system and offer the most competitive contract pricing in the market. You can also check them out anytime at edf-rg.com. The official commercial fire alarm services and solutions provider of TMA. EDF, Missouri and Illinois preferred full-service vendor for licensed and certified professional servicing, monitoring, and testing for fire alarm services and systems, fire suppression systems, fire alarm system monitoring services, and tenant improvements and construction, security access and monitoring services. Email them at fire@edf-rg.com or go online at edf-rg.com. Jackson, do we have a new shirt today? Doug, have you seen my nurse?
Yes.
I haven't seen your nurse or mine.
Yes, we have a new shirt today.
New shirt today.
Woo.
Brand new at tmastlshop.com. Let me see it. I haven't checked
I
it.
threw it up on the Instagram. It's on the Instagram right now. I'm about to tweet it out. It's the You Having a Treat Bro shirt.
Oh, you having a treat, bro shirt. This was designed by a listener, told the listeners, you design a shirt and we decide to take it to market with the great Mike Flanagan. We just peel off $100 for you.
Yeah.
You got to design it.
Oh.
And then if we decide to take it to market, we get the rights. You get $100. There it is. And You Having a Treat, Bro is now a T-shirt. Doug, it's available in gray. It's available in charcoal. And it's available in black.
Okay.
What's
You
the
Having
design?
a Treat, Bro. Here, take a look.
Is it just you having a treat, bro, writing?
Yeah, but the O is a donut, and inside the donut is the TMA logo.
Look at that. That was designed by listener Mike Steep. Mike Steep.
And right on cue, Plowsy pulled out a treat.
Yep.
What is that? What is that?
Boy, that is a Lexington steel-sized Long John.
That's what the security guard said at QT.
He compared it to Lexington steel as well?
I'm just
Got
kidding.
to get him on. Balloon party.
He did give a double take, though, when I grabbed it out of the bin.
Is that like a 10-inch long donut?
Ooh.
Let me make sure.
Check out that girth.
Oh.
That's Lexi, all right.
Oh, man.
Oh, it's got some girth to it.
Yeah, well, it's not Lexington steel because it's not cream-filled.
Oh.
So good.
Oh, man, we are great. No, but it's going to be fire for sure.
Would you rather have length or girth, Doug?
In a donut?
Anything.
If I'm having it inside me, probably length.
Oh.
Nice.
To be honest.
Let's check with all the ladies in the YouTube chat are saying they want.
Size doesn't matter according to them.
All right.
Then they giggle after they say that.
A lot of women have told you that?
Not me, no.
No.
We have gotten 300 texts about Brooks Koepka going to the Live Tour. Was that surprising to anybody?
No.
Is that official now?
No, especially after he said he was tired of talking about it. You knew what was coming.
Yeah. Schefter just tweeted it.
Schefter?
Yeah, he's scooping fools.
I was reading, Nick Faldo announced he's leaving the CBS booth in August.
To go play.
He says he's retiring. There is certainly some speculation from some golf writers this morning that he is leaving CBS to go to the Live Tour to be a broadcaster. And then also talk of Colin Morikawa. The Koepka one, that's what you would expect. Colin Morikawa, that's a different kind of deal there. That's a different kind of deal. But that is not. Yeah. That's not. That's the Koepka was. That was, if you watched that press conference last week, it was pretty obvious that was coming.
If the Live Tour offered this radio show $1 million a person, would we go over there and shill for Saudi Arabia?
I would.
Can I live in Jupiter?
I'm going to ask about a Comrex situation, yeah.
We'd go. That's the consensus, is we would leave.
So what's the payday for
like
Morikawa?
5 minutes from now?
Morikawa's not announced.
No, I meant just like, is it more than DJ? Because he's not, he's not a name brand per se, more so than DJ, but he has the longevity.
He's under 25, and that's why they're starting to get younger. Initially, this was kind of like the guys who were on the verge of the Champions Tour who weren't going to be winning anything. Now you got a 4-time major winner who is how old is Koepka? 31, be my guess. Doug, I'll check with my nurse to see.
Okay, check on that.
32.
32 bills. Ran 32 bills a month ago.
I wonder if it's possible that they would start other leagues and other sports as well.
That's why this is a bigger sports business issue, and not just for the people who are irritated that golf is popular, because this could be another form. It truly is. It is by definition sports washing, but that's a term that I don't know if it's how often people have heard it until recently. But it is.
Yeah,
it kind of gets forgotten. It's worked in Europe, and now it's working here in the United States.
If they were to start their own professional football league to challenge the NFL and start paying players $30 million a year, who right now are making a couple million.
Yes, sir. Started with soccer in Europe.
Yeah, football would be tougher because there's so many players, but they could probably do it in basketball.
But this is a nice little introductory model because you're just getting individuals.
Yeah. I guess the money is limitless.
Guys, these guys simply just want to be around dong hangers. Greg Norman leads Live with his huge hog. If you hang it, they will come. That's from Eric in the Central West End. You played Native American ball with his...
I did, and we never had those kind of discussions back then. It was a simpler time. I don't think they're going just to visit Greg Norman and whatever he's packing. I don't think that's it.
I just want to know how they, and I still haven't seen an answer, how they pick the field. You see some of the guys that were in the field.
Who picks the field?
2 weeks ago.
How the Live golf people?
Yeah, how they get 48 players, because there's like 157 people signed up to play, but you only pick 48. I don't know how they get picked.
Maybe that draft.
Yeah, it could be. That's why the team thinks.
Who's your favorite team? The Majestics?
That team Sergio was on with 2 amateurs.
Does St. Louis have a team?
Nobody has a team. They're just like guys who pick on YouTube.
I like Smash GC.
Because we could certainly use our own Live golf team here in St. Louis.
I never heard of 90% of these players. I like to see the names that got left off. So I guess these guys like, Kevin Nunn, and let's just say Joel Damon went out there. I guess they're guaranteed to get picked for a team. What if you say, I'm leaving the tour and playing, and then nobody picks you? No, you're not
Well, if
playing.
you're guaranteed the money, then you make the money without playing.
Well, if he gave him like $20 million to join. But what if a lot of guys don't like Joel Damon? I'm not picking his ass, and then you don't play.
Well, if you got your $20 million, you probably come to terms with that.
Guys, it's times like these that make me glad that the Cardinals players play for the fans and not the money.
Yeah.
Thanks. That's Rob McClanahan, but my good friends call me Rue.
That needed to be said because it's clear these guys would play for nothing to play here.
Guys, I think Dredd is bigger than Lexington Steel these days. That's from Josh Bob Bill.
Could be. Yeah, Lexington Steel's getting up there. He's got to be close to 50.
Did he play football at Syracuse, Doug? Lexington Steel?
I don't have any idea.
We gotta get him on.
No idea.
Talk about the Oranges' chances this year.
Don't know the man, never met the man.
Imagine the comments in the locker room with him.
Imagine his locker right next to the kicker. Oof.
You think kickers aren't as well hung?
But you can't. You have
Maybe
to
the Grammatica
swing that
well,
leg. You
but-
can't have that in the way.
Grammatica, he was a small guy, wasn't he?
Yeah, but
Injured himself at the
he had a big
celebration.
heart.
Oh, the Matica.
Yes.
Plowsy and I were talking before the show just about Liv, as a matter of fact, and said if you want people to follow, you get a guy like me or Plowsy that have a little bit of following on this show, and let us play in it.
Wait a minute.
And get people to watch. Now we get our 120,000.
Doug's not going to let this one go. I don't
If the
think.
Live Golf Tour wants people to follow, they need to get you to play in the game in the tournament.
Or you, or
Is that what
Plowsy,
you
or me,
said?
or Jackson, or Tim.
What
The
kind
show
of
has a
following
following.
do we have?
Well, if everybody on the fan page and people here in the YouTube chat, they will go to YouTube and watch. Hey, Strode's playing. He's going to shoot 150.
Couple dozen people.
They get me in there for one tournament to see what the list is. Didn't work. Okay, but I got $120,000 out of it. I finished last.
You think that might happen to you?
You put me on the tips, I'm not making like probably 60% of the fairways. Like I would be in like the rough, like right before the fairway.
Yeah. Why would they go for people with a couple dozen followers, as opposed to somebody who's got a nationwide name and reputation?
Like Riggs.
Yeah, what about Riggs?
Well, yeah, go ahead. Get in.
Now your feelings have been hurt, haven't they?
I need the money. So just for one tournament, it's not going to hurt you. We're not watching anymore. They put that guy out there. No, you might get a few other followers. You might get a few more followers.
How's it going to help them?
But I'll get $120,000 out of it.
Well, I can see that it would help you to get $120,000.
I might
but
beat
how would
one of
it
those
help
other
the Live
players.
Tour if you were to play?
Marketing.
There might be a few other people. Hey, they're bringing a hack on there. This will be fun to watch this guy shoot 150.
You were dogging Kevin Nunn Monday. What's up with that?
That's what they'd ask you. If
The
you were on
Hillsider is on the Steve Schmidt Key of North County phone lines, and he wants to talk it over, I believe, with Iggy about their match. Doug, are you covering this match?
No.
Okay.
Oh, that's one that'll go uncovered.
Hey, boys.
Hey, what's happening?
Oh, not too much. You feeling good, Doug?
I'm feeling all right, thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. So Ken, I sent you a message on the app. Gave you my information so we could contact. I'm guessing it probably got deleted, but it was out there for you.
I read them before I delete them. So I saved yours. Most of them are just Iggy sucks. Iggy get off the air. This guy's terrible.
Well,
But I read them.
hurtful type things.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking we could set up a match on, this is awful radio, but maybe Friday I could squeeze in 9, play your home track Normandy.
9?
After P&G.
I don't play 9.
9's not good enough for you.
No, I play a full 18.
He can only play 9.
We wait
I
until
can play 18 on Sunday. Can you do that?
I don't play weekends.
Sorry,
You don't play weekends.
Well, it'd be a 6-hour round.
Then that's why 9 would be fine. You would be able to, as you're such a good player, you could dispatch me in 9, I would think. Just
Yeah,
as
but
you
if I
could
play
18.
18, it's more money.
And
then
what do
we
you guys
can-
play? You guys are playing $100 a hole. Is
Then
that
we can
correct?
have a winner after 18 holes. I don't play.
Are you
9.
guys both putting in $100 a hole? Is that the
We'll
deal?
play for what he wants to play. I just mentioned 100. If you whatever you want to play for.
So, what I was thinking, Diggs, is if I beat you and we can just do match play, you have to be on time to every segment. And if you're late, then you got to pull the sticker off that PGA Tour hat that you wear.
What do I win?
And then if you beat me, I'll donate $200 to Making Myra Foundation. How about that?
Oh.
You know, we play so much for donations to charity. How about we just play against each other?
You want the money yourself.
Well, we're playing against each other.
Iggy. I like the bet, but I don't blame Iggy.
I'll give you $200.
You guys shouldn't have to. You guys shouldn't have to give something. You guys shouldn't have to give something to charity every time I do something. You guys have been great.
It doesn't bother me. If you want the $200, I'll give it to you. If you want to give it to Megan Meyer, you can do that. But that's what I'll put on the line.
I like this guy.
All right, we'll figure something out. But it's got to be 18 holes. I don't want to play 9.
Okay. Well,
it's a waste of my time to play 9.
Oh, it is not. It's still 2.5 hours. It's just about right.
But when I'm on the golf course and I know I'm taking the day to play golf, I don't play 9 and then go home. I don't play 18. I'm there to play golf.
Don't be an 18-hole elitist.
Okay. Well, why don't we figure it off air? You've got my information. Text me. We can hash out.
I got to figure out a day when Cletus can come out and caddy.
Okay. That's fine.
You're throwing a lot of hurdles in the way of this.
No, it's just whatever day he can play 18, and then Cletus. Well, Cletus is out there every day anyway.
But not a weekend.
No, I don't play on weekends.
Okay,
I'm not going to stand out there for the people that bring the beginners out there to learn how to play golf on a Sunday out in the fairway.
It's all beginners on the weekends.
Pretty much.
Oh,
It isn't.
Okay. Well, I'm off every other Friday, so this is just my off Friday. But
let's plan on a couple. Let's plan on a couple of Fridays from now.
Okay, that works. Yep. Text me and we'll get it worked out.
All right, buddy.
It's awesome,
All right.
Doug.
Appreciate it, guys.
Okay, then.
Go.
All right.
I like that guy.
Lord.
Yeah, he seems okay.
Yeah, he seems normal. Seems super nice.
So sick.
I need to see that handicap.
Be fun, but
Need to see that handicap again.
This hillside loser sounds like a more awoken version of that D-bag that calls from Texas and talks about Kevin Na T-shirts. That's from Nathan from the east side of Olton.
We did go from $100 a hole to $200 total.
Yeah, I thought that you were putting $1,800 on a line.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there.
That's a lot of money to play for these days, or any day. $1,800.
And that'll tighten up a hole.
Well, I'm not going to win every hole. He's not going to win every hole.
Oh, but what if he did?
Better hope.
And then it probably won't go to 18. If it goes to 18, then somebody's going to win $100.
I thought you only played 18.
That's what I said. Well, if we're playing match play, it may not go to 18. Somebody may win 3 and 2.
No, you don't understand match play. So
Not like Tim.
Just stop.
So in order to lose $1,800, you can't lose $1,800. The most you could lose would be 1,000.
Why?
You win 10 and 8, the match is over. You just lost 10 holes, you lost $1,000.
So then you're only playing 10.
Yeah, I thought you didn't play 10 holes.
Well, if we're playing match play, there's nothing you can do.
Well, that's okay.
See, I don't know if you're playing. What's that? Jackson's got another call coming in.
Oh yeah, I'll pod you down. I got you.
Nice. Like when I'm playing with a friend and we're playing whatever a hole, we play the 18, but we're not necessarily playing a match.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay, so there's no match. We'll play 18 holes.
And so if he did, but it doesn't sound like he wants to play for $100 a hole now.
Doesn't sound like it. You want to play $1,600 less.
Sounds like he went from $100 a hole to approximately, Doug, what would you say, about $11.50?
Something like that, yes.
And I don't even lose money. All I lose is I have to come up here on time and take a sticker off my hat.
$200 is boring, loser. Iggy has to spend a week buried up to his neck in sunflower garden if he loses. This ill loser has to perform the circumcision on his next male child if he loses. That's from Rich with the nipple studs and a full bush.
Come on, Rich.
I mean, $200 in 5 hours isn't. I wouldn't, poo-poo that.
$40 an hour.
No,
And you're playing golf,
I mean, if you can't afford $1,800, that's fine.
Glad I heard up my conference call to rejoin the show so I could hear that phone call of two guys setting up golf at some period like the dot.
Yeah, it's interesting radio for sure.
I love the casual humble brag.
I didn't tell him to call
It's
in.
different.
I can ignore him.
Is being on a conference call a humble brag?
Yeah, you don't work, man. It's fine if you don't, but just admit it. You weren't on a conference call.
Yeah, probably not.
The Illsider has just issued a statement. I did not think Ken could afford $1,800. That's the Illsider.
Well, don't think. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about what
You're
I
full
can
of confidence today, aren't
This
you?
is a different Iggy.
Well, I saw what it is. If his handicap is... Did he have a handicap or did he have a gint?
Oh, we're going to go through that again.
Whatever it's called.
Gint.
A gimp.
A knockoff handicap.
No.
What's the shirt say? Grint.
The Grint.
Grint.
The Grint.
Doug, Caller Adam has thoughts on the whole thing.
Oh, no.
On the Steve Schmidt key of North County.
No.
I went to my sweet child goes to St. Anne over there on Natural Bridge. We don't know if St. Anne will be around for a long time, because the Catholic Church has to figure their crap out. But I went to the tournament at Normandy, and I played 11 of the 18 holes. I just left. I left after 11 holes because I hate golf.
Do you? Well, you probably shouldn't have gone in the first place if you hate golf.
Oh, I donated the money for the school because they apparently need it because the Catholic Church is broke.
Well, yeah, and kids have stopped going to the schools like they used to. You can't keep the schools loaded in a lot of areas.
I don't know what any of that means. But I will tell you, has anyone on the dais seen the 1963 film Cleopatra?
I have. Richard Burton.
Little bits of it. So long ago, I forgot most.
Elizabeth Taylor.
Okay, I'll talk to Kitty. I'll just talk to you about it. Elizabeth Taylor's boobs. Oh my God! Have you? I had no idea she was that hot.
Yeah, when she's getting the massage.
Oh my God! She's getting a massage. She's in a friggin' pool, and them boobs are just floating at the top. How was that rated G?
Well, they don't show them.
I mean, it's close enough to where I could use the rest of my imagination.
Okay. I think Elizabeth Taylor was considered the most beautiful actress of her generation.
Yeah, I agree.
Like chasing Lane in the mid-'90s?
I don't know about that.
Yeah, is that a list? Is there a list? Are there other ones that have great boobs like her? What is the list?
The first time she took her top
that
off,
have boobs that look like
I
Elizabeth
said,
Taylor,
wow.
Her boobs are fire.
Back in the day, Sophia Loren, about the same era as
Sophia
Elizabeth
Loren.
Taylor.
Kel Welch. Although Elizabeth
Kenny.
Taylor is, I think, a little older than those two.
Keith, tell Doug to be quiet. Kenny, can you text me a list of the women that have boobs that look like Elizabeth Taylor so I can then Google those women?
Yeah, I'll work on it for you.
God. You can't handle that yourself?
What?
You can't handle that yourself?
I'm driving. You want me to do that? You want me to write it down right now while I'm driving?
Pull
on
over.
Highway 70, right past the airport. You want me to get a pen out and write something down in my 2014 F-150 XLT?
Okay.
It's got a standard size bed.
All right.
That's what you want me to do?
I want you to pull over at the next exit, get off the highway, and write the names down. Or
The next
Google it your
exit
own
is
self.
Limburg. You want me to get off at Limburg?
Yeah.
There used to be a real good Mexican restaurant, and they closed because of the pandemic.
Oh, sorry.
I'll give you one that's gotten naked, and she's gorgeous. Ursula Andress.
Can you text me that exact name?
He just gave it to you. Ursula Andress.
Elvis Andress.
My top 3 list of boobs in my head right now, they go like this. It goes, number 3, Elizabeth Taylor already. And I've only seen one movie with her. And I saw Cat on a Hot Tin Roof. Wow. Number 2, my sweet whore wife, Jessica. Boy, I love her boobs. Put them in my mouth. And then the top one, number 1, Doug, those little freckled, speckled, little petito, little baby suckers you got on your chest.
Okay, pot him down. Okay, pot him down. Pot him down. Oh, and he's driving. He's on the highway right now, and he might be next to you.
His calls just don't. His calls just don't get better.
Again, the bitter, breathing, bicurious, self-aware shellfish. Chef talks lots of smack about money when everyone knows he isn't even risking his own money. Such a tough and cool play. Maybe I'll see if I can find a bi-curious Rob Report fan to back me, and I'll play you for $1,000 a hole, idiot. That's from Beer Cats. Can we trade
I don't
Adam
care.
back to the hot dog stand station, please?
Yeah.
That's from It's Kathy.
Now you're back to saying you will play me? I don't care whose money you use.
And they're both even in terms of handicap. Nobody's going to lose 18 straight holes. So it's really, you're probably risking 400 to 500, give or take.
You really make no sense. I don't care whose money I take. Go ahead, steal something from the Angry Beaver register. Come out and play. I don't care.
That's dirty money there, brah.
I don't care whose money I take. Why would you care? It's not your money. I don't want these $1,800 bills.
Because he wants...
You're the idiot.
He wants you to feel it. He wants you to feel the pain when he beats you.
Well, I don't like to lose, whether it's money or just pride. I don't like to lose. So I would feel that to lose. Well, I wouldn't lose to that idiot, but he won't play.
I think it would be the sheer joy of taking money out of your pocket.
How does he know I'm not using my own money?
I don't know, because I think he said Cletus would back you.
No, but then I also said I could use my own money. What does he care? If I take $1,800 in my pocket, what does he care where it came from? Try and take it. You won't, because you won't play. You're all talk, big mouth.
Put your golf where your mouth is.
So I have you blocked on every outlet I have, except somehow you showed up on Instagram. I forgot to block you there.
Blocking.
So I did then. I wish I could block you on here.
Oh.
Vince McMahon was the first one in Saudi Arabia, boys. Ask Larry. Speaking of Vinnie Mac, he can bang my wife for $3 million. Hell, I paid Tim to bang her out with octopus and cheeseburgers. Thanks, that's the recovering alcoholic from Belleville and Webster Groves.
He just got ousted as the CEO, right? Because of the...
I know he made an appearance on SmackDown.
Oh, yeah, he's done.
Apparently, he lost a lawsuit with a woman who claimed that she had an affair with him. And
was this a part of the act or like an actual?
No, in actual news.
Oh,
She got a raise from $100,000 to $200,000 working for the WWE after he started having an affair with her.
And she's suing him for getting a raise?
And then I guess they broke it off, and she said that he didn't treat her well.
She got paid $3 million.
Jesus.
Yeah. And now I think they've taken him off the CEO, taken him out as CEO of WWE.
You take somebody off of a company you own?
Well, if it's a publicly owned company, then he wouldn't own it. The shareholders would own it. And the board could kick him out.
Danny Padre is very active this morning in the YouTube chat and says he wants a rematch.
Ooh.
Go away. You got your 15
How about
minutes
a foursome of maybe we get three people that you absolutely despise. And
Beer Cats? Danny Padre and
Prajo.
God.
Now,
Doug, I mean, I would watch.
Yep.
There wouldn't be 3 words said that entire afternoon.
Shootout at the OK Normandy.
Is there any way we can get that done?
No, I mean, it's just so sad that since
It's not sad.
Since he's been kicked off the show, I mean, he's not talked about anymore, and it's killing him, so he's trying to get back in to get some notoriety again on a show that people are listening to, so he comes in and, hey, I'll play you. No, you're done.
How about a loser leaves
Go
town
away.
match? We set up this foursome, and the three people that lose must leave town forever. And forever is a long, long time.
No, I have no interest in playing him. I'll play Prajo. What was the third one?
Beer Cats.
No, I've already said I want to play him for money.
Okay, so we're close to making this happen.
Nice.
Well, Prajo won't play. So there's one, Beer Cats. The other one I have no interest in.
Well, he's got to be a part of it to complete the foursome.
Well, there's no way you get all three of those guys to play. Joe will never play.
Well, we don't know.
Well, we do know.
Well, it'd be
He's
a nice
been
thing
offered.
to try to put together.
He's been offered upwards of $5,000 for charity, or keep the money if you want. He said no to that.
I'd like to see the four of you playing and just spitting venom the whole time.
No, there would be some trash talk.
Yeah.
And probably some pushing and shoving and
You got to get violent.
slap fighting.
Oh, we definitely need to get this now.
Yep, things need to happen. Doug, maybe Ryan Kelly would be on board. He's our title sponsor. He's online at thehomeloanexpert.com.
And he still owns the strap for the heavyweight boxing title for this program. He won that a few years ago, and no one has challenged him since. So he is still the strap holder. He's also the strap holder when it comes to getting the best mortgages. The best mortgage is not here, but anywhere all over the country. The housing market has started to cool, but inventory is still low, and houses are selling very fast. You need to get yourself pre-approved today with the Home Loan Expert. The Home Loan Expert has lower rates, loan programs for almost everybody, and a 10-day closing guarantee. That is like no time at all. 10-day closing guarantee. The Home Loan Expert will have you ready to close when the perfect home hits the market. So get locked in today. The rates are a quarter point lower than the national average. The Home Loan Expert doesn't just talk lower rates, they have them. Don't hold off any longer on your cash out refi. What'd you spill?
Man, dude.
The coffee went down.
I'll get the paper towels.
No.
What is going on?
I'm in the middle of a live read. I'll get you the paper towels here in just a moment. Ryan Kelly, okay. Visit thehomeloanexpert.com, home of the 10-day closing guarantee. They probably also have a lot of napkins at the home loan offices.
Oh, I bet they do.
This kind of thing happens there. They get it taken care of. They'll take care of anything that probably here. Here's some more down here. Right there. Okay.
Doug, is that a dollop?
It was a healthy dollop. Yeah. That's thehomeloanexpert.com.
Thank you.
It was a drop. He's going to want to make
It was
good
a
on
heavy
that one.
dollop. You just threw. There's no trash can.
There's no trash can over there.
Absolutely losing it.
He's pointing at fans as they walk by.
Now the U-Man
like give the Phil Mickelson thumbs up.
The U-Man was giving me a fist for some reason.
No
Clip it off.
I told you, man, you spilled coffee in this video.
It's hotter than the fires of hell out there. The summer heat is here, and that makes it the perfect time to train for a new career, one that gets you out of the weather and into a career you will love. IT and Centric can train you for that career in IT in just 4 months. Want a career with unlimited opportunity? That's IT. Want a career where you can work from home? That's IT. Want a career where you don't give an F whether it rains or it's sunny and 99 degrees? That is IT. And Centric can make that happen for you, even if you have no IT experience. If you're not happy with your job, call Patrick Nealon at Centric Training today. He'll walk you through Centric's hands-on program and show you how they help get you started in your new IT career. And then the only thing you'll have to worry about when it comes to the weather is when you have baseball tickets. Call 314-450-4714 or go to centric.com/STL. That's CENTRIQ.com/STL. Technology is the future of St. Louis. Centric can make it your future. Don't forget, we have TMA Trivia Night. Doug, is that a month and 2 days? A month and 2 days.
Well, it feels like it, yeah.
At St. Gabriel's. And so, Jackson, am I correct on this? We had a show meeting yesterday, as we do on Mondays at 11 a.m., and Jesse Kiowski said that they have set it up now that you don't have to buy an entire table.
Yeah.
So if people didn't have 8 people, they could just buy tickets, and then they could buy a couple at a time or 4 at a time or whatever, and then they would automatically be put with those people.
Yes.
You can get those at tmastl.com.
Yep. And you can buy one at a time.
That's right.
Right, yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
8.
The count.
Any combination of that.
It's like the count from Sesame Street.
So if you want to go,
Francesa going through the bowl lineup.
If you want to go and you don't have another friend at all that you know that can go or is interested, you go anyway, and you'll run into people that you know.
Yeah, it's like being a single at a golf course. You get paired up with someone, and you oftentimes have a great time.
And because we expect it to be a singles bar kind of atmosphere, who knows what might happen.
Yeah, it'd be like speed dating.
Yeah.
Everybody puts a key in a pot when they walk in.
Oh, let's do a key party.
We should really do that.
I get to be a bottom.
Again?
Speaking of which, how about this? A single golfer was put in our group yesterday. His name was Bill. After he birdied number 4, I said, "Nice hole, Bill."
Yeah.
He laughed and said, "You listen to that stupid show too, huh?"
Oh.
We became fast friends. It never progressed to butt stuff, but it was a great day nonetheless. I'll never forget Bill's musk. It's from Aces High.
Aces High.
Great story.
I played with my buddy, and then the single joined us, and he was a great guy.
Was it his name Bill? Was it the same guy?
No, his name wasn't Bill.
Yesterday?
What was his name?
This was Saturday. Michael.
Okay.
Yeah, I saw a grandpa at Circus Flora.
Did you?
He was a listener, so he looked pretty cool.
Clip that off.
How do you know he was a listener?
Yeah, he said
And a grandpa.
He said what up to me.
He recognized you?
Oh, yeah. Yep.
From where?
Said
Like a
hi.
live event?
The grandmother, his wife, didn't seem very interested in getting to know me.
No.
Too well, I don't blame her one bit. Super nice guy. Yeah, so we got grandpas listening, bro.
So he's been to live events to know you, or would he know you from YouTube?
I think The Voice, and I think we actually met at a slew game.
Billikens, rah, rah, rah.
Last year, so yeah. So you look familiar. Huh. We got listeners everywhere, man.
Did you have a corn dog at that circus, Plaza?
I told you I got. Oh, I didn't tell this story. I got a pretzel to spite the dude behind me because he was an ass. So I got the last.
You're in
pretzel.
line, and the guy behind you is an ass.
He
No,
was
Pepper
being-
Genie yesterday.
he
Make
was-
sure and
yeah,
listen.
he was being an ass. He was drunk and like kicking my feet, and then I turned around and.
Kicking your feet while you're standing in line?
I don't know if it was
Really?
on purpose, and then they were talking about me, so I heard him say, "I can't wait to get this last pretzel." 'Cause, you know, the concession stand guy was counting down how many pretzels we had left.
yeah.
So I was in line the entire time wanting a brat.
Yeah.
And I got to line where there was one pretzel left, and I got it, and then I immediately threw it away.
Did
Right
you
in
let
front
him
of
see you?
Oh, yeah. I took that pretzel and threw it away.
He dug it out.
Did you get a brat too?
No, I decided to do the power move. Usually I never get to do, like, karma as it happens.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, this is so perfect. So took his pretzel and then threw it away right in front of him and his wife. So
And they saw you do that?
yeah, it was awesome.
Should have asked him if you liked apples.
Yeah, so it made the circus even better.
Oh, I bet.
Circus Flora.
And the tension there, Doug.
Huh.
And there are listeners just absolutely everywhere. Everywhere you go.
You probably should have got a brat and a pretzel, so you'd had something to show for your standing in line.
Yeah, I don't have old money, bro.
Oh, it takes old money?
I'm at Circus Flora for a reason, my friend.
What'd the pretzel cost that you threw away?
I was like $7.
Oh, that hurts a little bit.
Producer Joe is listening to the show this morning, and he says, "Holy F, he is delusional."
Thank you. That should be more specific, dumbass.
I love how he doesn't even
We've been on the air for 45 minutes. It could have been anything I said.
Well, you're not at all interested in this foursome that we're trying to put together?
I actually think I would watch that.
I think I would, too.
I'd definitely be on the course.
Well, two of them would play because they're just attention whores. Joe has no interest. The other two would, somebody will talk about us if we play.
And they'd say that at the end,
I don't think Joe would play even if he was 2 holes ahead of the group.
As I said, Joe has no interest. He doesn't need the notoriety. He doesn't care. These two do.
A lot of people looking for notoriety.
Since I've been kicked off the show, they don't talk about me anymore. God, how do I get my name out there? I know, maybe I'll play him again. Go away. I just need some Cheetos down on Grand.
Damn.
Oh, you mean he's got to fill the vending machine?
Some have called him a pretzel jockey. I don't think that's very fair.
It's probably a good job. Probably a nice little business they have.
Oh, good. Go do it and stay off of here.
You wouldn't want to be a pretzel jockey?
No, I like what I do.
Okay.
Don't plan on changing professions.
Be a hard learning curve.
Yeah, it would be.
Yeah, it would be. Oh, that pretzel didn't go in. Bag didn't go in properly. I better straighten it.
Yeah.
Oh, I dropped a quarter. Let me pick it up and put it back in the bag.
Day-to-day problems with the pretzel jockey.
That's tough.
I dropped a quarter.
Daddy, we're a quarter short. I fell out of the bag and went in the sewer. It's coming out of your pay. There you go. There's your day.
Okay.
Doug Larry Nichols on the line. He's going to let you know what's going on with Vince McMahon.
Okay. All right.
Larry Nichols with the WWE. Good morning, Larry.
Morning, guys. What's up?
Well, what's going on with Vince McMahon?
Apparently, there was some allegations that were toward Vince McMahon and John Laurinaitis. So that's why Vince McMahon stepped down as CEO and chairman of the board.
He's still paying himself?
I guess.
Nice.
Well, as a billionaire, he probably doesn't have to pay himself.
So the interim CEO and chairperson is Vince's daughter, Stephanie.
Stephanie went away for a while, didn't she?
Yeah, but apparently she has to step in as interim CEO and chairperson of the board.
Okay. And what did he do? He was involved with a lady in the office, is that right? He had an affair with a coworker?
Yeah.
Okay. Not getting a lot of information out of you, Larry, but I guess a little is better than nothing.
That was the allegations.
Okay. All right, then.
Let's get to last night.
Okay, sorry. Let's get to the action. You don't like the behind-the-scenes stuff. You want the real action.
Okay, last night there was a fatal five-way match to determine a new challenger to Bianca Belair's championship because Rhea Ripley had something happened to Rhea Ripley because she had to get pulled from the match.
Okay.
And the 5 competitors were Alexa Bliss, Carmella, Liv Morgan, Asuka, and Becky Lynch. And Carmella won. And of course now it's Carmella versus Bianca Belair at the Money in the Bank Premium Live event on 4th of July weekend.
Sneak a live cat through a TSA pre-check point.
And then there was a gauntlet match that Bobby Lashley took part in. And if he won the gauntlet match, which was beat 3 people in one night, he got a shot at Austin Theory's United States Championship. The first competitor that Bobby Lashley faced was Chad Gable. He won via submission. Then he faced Otis. Bobby Lashley won by disqualification. and then he beat the actual champion in the third leg of the gauntlet match by pinfall.
There's a wrestler named Otis.
Otis Sistrunk.
No, it's a different Otis.
Oh.
Otis Campbell.
Spunkmeyer.
Okay.
Wow. Otis Rettenbacher.
It's Orville.
Orville Rettenbacher.
Brothers.
Yeah, that's fun with aneurysms.
Larry, do you have the top 5 countries in the world available at your disposal?
Yes, I do.
Okay, love to hear them.
What they would be.
Number 5 will be Australia.
Okay.
Number 4, New Zealand. Number 3 will be Japan. 2, Canada. 1, United States of America.
Okay.
Ah,
Big week for Oceania.
Larry, God bless you, and God bless these United States of America.
Yeah, God bless America.
Well, all right. Thank you, Nixie.
Vince McMahon paid off Oliver Luck. Oliver Luck was the commissioner of the XFL.
Right.
They settled the lawsuit. It was a $24 million wrongful discharge suit. McMahon claimed that the reason he terminated Oliver Luck was because he had allowed the XFL to sign former NFL receiver Antonio Callaway in defiance of McMahon's insistence that the league avoid players with certain off-field issues. The fact that the firing of Luck happened 2 months after Callaway was signed and only 1 day after the pandemic forced the league to shut down dramatically weakened the position.
I would think.
Oliver Luck, Andrew Luck's dad, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
Sounds
Boy,
like a
what a great deal for him. He helped put together a league that he probably spent a year on it, and then it gets shut down. He doesn't do anything, and he walks away with probably multiple millions.
Sounds like a self-furlough went his way.
It certainly did.
The rare time.
Yeah, right? Yeah, I haven't seen that
He got
yet.
paid for his, though.
Kind of funny that the WWE, of all people, would demand that all the football players be squeaky clean. Some of the problems the WWE has had with drug use and suicides and crazy behavior.
I would agree. They're not in the news a lot, though, for the most part. I mean, it's not big news when a wrestler does anything.
No,
either,
and they've
so I
had
get
some
that.
people go on to really stellar careers after.
Of course,
Some
yeah.
of the top movie stars in the country right now are former WWE people.
Sable was in Playboy.
Mm-hmm.
That's got to be the pinnacle.
So was Tori.
Wasn't like 8 of them, 9 of them in Playboy?
I don't have a direct count
Quite
on
a
that
few.
for you.
The only one that wasn't that I wanted to see was Trish Stratus.
Isn't The Rock still the #1 movie star in the country?
Well, you'd have to say.
And John Cena is up there also?
Yeah, they both pulling a lot of bread.
Don't say bread.
Cheddar.
There you go. All right. Yeah.
John Cena, I didn't see that coming because I didn't think he was very good. But I guess it doesn't matter.
And those are the kind of movies that are popular, the superhero type movies where one guy comes in and cleans house.
There was one movie, he was funny as hell, and I can't think which one it was, where he showed his ass. You know which one,
yeah.
which one I'm talking about, Jackson?
He showed his ass.
Yeah, he was with the comedian. He had a
Amy
love scene
Schumer.
with Amy Schumer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was the name of that movie? I thought he was funny in that.
Trainwreck. Bill Hader.
Is that what it was?
LeBron James.
Oh, yeah.
John Cena.
I thought he was funny in that.
Yeah, he was quite an actor. It's hard to
Wow.
believe you could go from wrestling
say
to
that.
acting. That's quite a
Seamless.
stretch. Yeah.
I really like Bill Hader.
I got a trivia table, but I'm requesting that my table is moved into the bathroom at St. Gabriel's due to the inevitable impact the meat sweats will have on our collective IBS. That's from
Okay.
glove blogger Tom Traven.
We should probably offer that. One of the tables in the men's room.
The IBS table.
With the salt and smoke and Uncle Leo's.
I think we should offer that. Maybe just a card table. Not a huge table with 8, but a card table for 4.
Not even that, they can all eat
A
and
little more
work off
intimate.
off the toilet lid.
Nice.
Ugh.
God, wouldn't that be horrible? They'll never have us back at St. Gabe. They're probably thinking about shutting down the whole thing right now.
They come out with a statement, St. Gabe's grandma died.
We are distancing ourselves from this event. Guys, Iggy just spilled again because Prod Joe, Daddy Padre, and Beer Cats are scaring him.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Nice one, buddy.
Well, the nerves.
The listeners are on today.
Yeah, they're killing it.
Girl, you be killing
Okay.
God.
Jackson, why don't you tell the people about... you don't have anything to tell, but Plowboy can tell people about Manscaped.
Yeah, it's hot out there, and there's nothing worse than having a really sweaty man area.
Batwing.
Just dripping oil, you know, is what I
Oil?
like to say. So you get under the hood and you check that, and that's what you do with the crop shaver. You lift that thing up, get under there where the, nitty-gritty area, as I like to call it.
I like that, Doug.
I don't like it.
Put that exfoliation gel on there and flat shave it with no nicks, no cuts. It feels just absolutely amazing, the breeze. And then you put on the Manscaped underwear as well. You know, that breathable texture holds those balls in place after the shave. And that top layer there's nothing worse than being really hot outside knowing that you're not getting that breathable air because of those matted tufts. And that's when you take the Lawnmower 4.0 and you flat get to work.
Just flat get.
You don't have to wait till 8 or 9 o'clock to mow your lawn. You can do this at any time. You can do reverse cowgirl. You can do it in the shower since it is waterproof. And the amazing part is there is a deal for you. If you go to manscaped.com,
What kind of deal?
you get 20% off and free shipping with the promo code, Doug, TMA. You type in TMA in the promo code at manscaped.com, get 20% off, free shipping. Like I said, crop shaver, you got the Lawnmower 4.0, you got the underwear, you have all the, the knickknacks as well with the gel, with the cream.
I would think.
All that stuff is available. Just go on there, TMA, the promo code, get yourself hooked up. It is super hot, going to be hot for months. You might as well take care of that area because it is, it's SWAS season, but you don't want that area to be, really a troubled, sweaty area. So you want to get it taken care of with Manscaped.
You can even go against the grain and not nick the main vein.
Nice. Dude, just blank check it, man. You can get whatever you want.
Yes.
The marketing is unbelievable.
Okay.
Nice job, Doug.
All right.
I really liked it.
So you're saying we should flat get after it?
Oh, absolutely.
All right.
I've had a lot of people talk about how, success stories, so I like to hear those.
Success stories.
Testimonial from the show.
Those would be some interesting phone call.
Cal Kennedy just texted me and said the Monsignor asked me the date of the trivia night. I told him July 23rd, and he said, thank goodness I'll be out of town.
Yeah.
They're really looking forward to it.
Lining up security, probably. Sensors.
So Mass is at 5:30, and then doors open at 6:30?
Doug, I think Mass is at 5 p.m., doors open at 6:30.
I'd like to see several of church ladies there just scold us when things got a little blue. Aren't we special? I think that would add to it.
Guys, will there be a smoking section at St. Gabriel's? That's from Mr. Fong, owner of the dildo shop.
No, you can't smoke in a grade school. You cannot.
I think they got humidors.
Do they allow smoking in high school these days?
Used to be able to.
God, no, Doug.
They don't?
No.
Because they had a big smoking lounge when I was in high school.
Yeah.
That's all out?
We couldn't even do it on the grounds.
No.
They had a smoking lounge when I was in grade school.
Oh, come on.
For the teachers.
Oh, for the teachers.
For the teachers.
I was going to say,
Not
I'm
for the
about to
students,
call
no.
it.
This was for students in high school.
Teachers, yeah, because I remember we were shocked. We saw Mrs. Head, our math teacher, smoking a cigarette as she opened the door. I said, look, she's smoking.
Oh.
Just like Beaver, he was all excited when he saw Mrs. Lander's toes.
Ew.
What?
Leave it to Beaver.
Yeah.
I can't keep up.
They couldn't believe their teacher had open choke. Look, she's got toes.
Yeah.
Well, we couldn't believe we saw one of our teachers smoking cigarettes.
Yeah. It's hard to believe that in the 70s they thought it was okay for the students to smoke there on campus. Even gave them their own lounge. What were they thinking?
We smoked
What
in
were
the
they
bathrooms.
thinking?
At Brentwood, but we usually just sat outside and smoked.
Well, to try to hide and get away with it, that's one thing. But for the school to say, yeah, it's okay. Smoke away. Smoke them if you got them.
You need a hall pass, you go into the smoking section, here you go.
Yeah. Hard to believe that was okay.
Guys, I've been using the lawnmower for a couple of months now. My Gooch, Grundle, and Star have never looked and felt better. Thanks, Plowsy, and thanks, Manscaped. That comes from me.
The testimonials are rolling in.
I love that testimony.
That comes from, it's Kathy.
Man.
That was Kathy?
She got a Grundle?
Boy, that's,
Weird.
I don't even know what a Grundle is.
I wouldn't go down that path. I certainly wouldn't do it on the Hubbard Wi-Fi.
I don't know what it is.
But it's a hard area to
Can
shave,
women
that's
use it?
why.
What?
What, the Grundle?
Can women use the
product called Manscaped?
Oh, okay, my bad. My head was in the sand. I mean, I can't give you a definitive answer. I know it.
What if Bill's wife can testify to that?
Well, Kathy seemed to be, a big fan, but some of her testimonials sounded like she was like a 40-year-old dude, so I couldn't.
It's just a really good razor anybody could use.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I don't know about the underneath, but the tuft is right in the.
Don't say tuft.
Is right above, so in both places for men and women. So you think you should be able to use that.
Let's not say tuft.
I don't think Maddie's comfortable using my Manscaped after she's seen what it
We got to get their own.
takes off. Oh, yeah.
I wouldn't say share it.
Get your own.
I like the powerful motor, too, because my matted tufts.
Don't say tufts.
It's like
Say dance, bro?
Yeah, it's like sometimes my Dyson vacuum will pick up fabric and won't work, and that's like, the Manscaped does work when it picks up my fabric.
So it's better than a vacuum cleaner.
Yeah, I would say it's the equivalent of, a super high-level Dyson for your balls and your pubes.
Oh.
So I love it, yeah. Use it all the time.
Do you?
Charging in the bathroom right now.
Can one get bit by a rattlesnake on the hindquarters?
Sure.
I went on a hike with my wife's father, and he claimed that a rattlesnake clipped his coin slot, and he needed me to suck the poison out of a Nutella dispenser while he extinguishes the jellyfish bites on my chest, or he said he would perish.
God, can you imagine?
That's from Deke Dodo.
Being so naive that you suck the venom and then you pee on it. I think that's.
I suppose if you were to sit down or something on a log or somewhere outside, yeah, absolutely, a rattlesnake could bite you.
I really don't know if that's where the rattlesnake is, like, that's where they're attacking.
No, but if he thought you were going to sit on him, he probably would.
I don't know, because unless you're going naked.
Well, they could bite right through the pants.
Well, yeah, but if they would really go for, like, the ankle or any, like, skin showing more so.
Right, if they thought you were going to step on them, they would. But, I mean, if you just kind of leaned back into a chair or something, and there happened to be a rattlesnake on the chair or on the bench.
Especially the gerbils in there.
Yep.
There's no gerbils camping.
Gerbils camp.
They don't camp. Rattlesnakes will camp your ass.
Well, no, I meant the gerbil that is camping inside you, because that's why you don't go camping with gerbils.
Right.
Nobody goes camping with gerbils.
So naive. You have no idea. But yeah, so I don't know if it's probably been a case of somebody getting bit in that area. I mean, everything's happened, so I'd like to get that guy on.
We got to close out the Munganast. St. Louis Acura, Alton Toyota, 7 o'clock hour Munganast online at stlouisacura.com and altontoyota.com. Email me at tmckernan at InsideSTL.com, and I'm going to introduce you to Jamie Burkhardt, Clayton Patterson, Peter Munganast. I'm happy to introduce you, and then they're going to take great care of you. And I feel like I do it on a regular basis. Every week, somebody is contacting me, and they get put in great hands at Munganast, St. Louis Acura, and Alton Toyota. Go online at stlouisacura.com or altontoyota.com right now to shop and see what they have available. And even if you didn't get your car from Munganast, get it serviced at Munganast. It's Munganast, St. Louis Acura, and Alton Toyota, the sponsor of our 7 o'clock hour. And in addition, the sponsor of our Daily Fantasy Sports Showdown. And we have not, because of bad hosting, gotten to who won this weekend at the U.S. Open. I'm anxious to hear. In addition to that, Jackson, I know you are working on acquiring goodorbad.com. I'm in the midst of a series that I haven't heard a whole lot of people talk about that I would like to recommend to the audience in a major way. Doug, I've got that for you on the other side of our top of the hour break.
All
in
right.
the Appliance Discounter's 8 o'clock hour, this is the Ryan Kelly Morning After from the Michelob Ultra Studios.
Live from the Michelob Ultra Studios, KPNT-FM HD2, Collinsville, St. Louis. This is TMA All Day.
Hey, this is Tim McKernan. I'm here with Ryan Kelly, the HomeLoanExpert.com, and we got two local companies coming together.
That's right. We're asked quite a bit, Tam, like, hey, who should I use for a mover? We're like, I don't know, use Google, go find a good mover. But we wanted to do better for our clients. We wanted to put a partnership together. So we researched all the movers. Guess who was the best? 2 Men and a Truck.
Oh.
We love this partnership with 2 Men and a Truck. When you close on your home loan at thehomeloanexpert.com, we will give you a $500 credit towards your moving expenses using 2 Men and a Truck. That's a winner right there. Visit thehomeloanexpert.com.
Hey, it's Jackson for Rosalitas. TMA listeners know that Rosalitas Cantina has the best patio and the best Tex-Mex in town. From tableside guac to piled high nachos, the amazing menu at Rosalitas is full of classic Mexican dishes. Plus, it's always time for a margarita, and Rosalitas has the most delicious house and specialty margs in town. Enjoy happy hour specials Monday through Friday from 3 to 7, and let Rosalitas cater your next event. Check out rosalitascantina.com or visit the downtown or DePere location today. Time to get your fiesta on at Rosalitas.
So the stupid corporate contest is still going on. App Madness. And we're still not in the lead against the other big-time FM stations. Let's see, the points in first, and even Casey and that weird Arch station is ahead of us. Jesus. So we're upping the stakes. Get the TMA app, sign up for an account, log into that account, and you'll get a keyword which you can use to enter to win the Week 3 prize. Tickets to Point Fest? Sit with Iggy and learn at the rescheduled Point Fest September 24th at Hollywood Casino Amphitheater.
Nope, I'm not doing it. I work at Casey. I'm helping Casey win App Madness. I do not wish to go to Point Fest with any of you or with Iggy, and I'm appalled that I'm even in this promo right now. So, no, I will not be sitting with you and Iggy at Point Fest. Good luck with your App Madness, jerks.
Featuring Papa Roach, Highly Suspect, Hailstorm, The Struts, and more. Once you have the TMA app and log into your account, you'll get a keyword. Use that keyword to enter the contest. Help us beat the point by winning Point Fest tickets. Find out more at tmastl.com.
You can get an insurance quote anywhere. Ask yourself, what is my provider doing for me? Do I have to hit prompts? Do I have to deal with chatbots? Am I put on hold? Is it always a different person? Are they local? Are they proactive in the community? Do they represent the #1 provider of auto and home insurance in the U.S.? The James Carlton State Farm team is comprised of individuals right here in your neighborhood. We are out supporting our Blues, Cardinals, Bills, and Tigers. Do something new in 22 and kick the out-of-town companies to the curb. Give us a call or go online to carltoninsurance.net. If your insurance costs a leg and an arm, call James Carlton, State Farm.
This is Tim McKernan. I'd like to tell you about a company I started just a couple of years ago and I still own. And it's called Sound Story. It's essentially a 1-hour interview that we do either in person or via Zoom with mothers, fathers, grandmothers, grandfathers. They come in and they tell their stories, education, growing up, and of course, family stories, the wisdom that they can share with their loved ones for generations to come. It's an audio heirloom. It's Sound Story. To learn more, go to mysoundstory.com.
Tim McKernan, once a young boy attending St. Gabriel's in South City with big league dreams and a lopsided head. But that head was full of hair back then, so you couldn't tell much. Anyway, who knew he would someday return to St. Gabriel's triumphantly as the host of a kick-butt trivia night that's all about the show he eventually created and finally brought to the big leagues, HD2 Radio. It's the first ever TMA Trivia Night, July 23rd at St. Gabe's. It's trivia all about the morning after. So if you know about Iggy's weirdo Hito obsession, or maybe how many days the dude from the poor part of whatever city has been suspended by Doug or whatever, this thing's right up your alley. Tables of 8 are on sale now. Ticket price includes food from Salt and Smoke and beer from the beer sponsor to be named later, plus late-night food from Uncle Leo's Pizza. A portion of ticket proceeds will go to Friends of Kids with Cancer. TMA Trivia Night. Get more details at tmastl.com.
Okay. Hot takes.
Yeah.
Pepperoncini. Pepperoncini.
And now the Pepperoncini Show with Darren Atkins and Ken Stroh. All right, take it, fellas.
There it is. That's the open.
Pepperoncini.
Pepperoncini. Pepperoncini. Pepperoncini. Pepperoncini. Pepperoncini. Pepperoncini. Pepperoncini.
We don't know what it is. We don't understand the name. We just know it's stupid. And it's available every weekday, featuring Iggy and the Plowboy. Apparently it's some kind of a podcast or something. Available at tmastl.com and on the TMASTL mobile app. Whatever.
I'm gay.
Now.
The Ryan Kelly Morning After.
KPN-TFM HD2.
Collinsville, St. Louis.
Stick it in me bum. Stick it in me bum. Stick it in me bum.
I like this remix.
Stick it in me bum.
This was hot at the clubs for a few years. Yeah, I'm rolling balls right now.
Stick it in me bum. Stick it in me bum.
Central West End, I believe this is big. It's hot.
Stick it in me bum.
Of course.
Stick it in me bum.
I never really got in the studio.
Stick it in me bum.
Nice.
Stick it in me bum. Perv out, baby. Perv out.
Oh.
Oh.
my ass hurts.
Spine tingling.
My ass hurts.
This is something they always want me to
Stick it
do
in
when
me
I'm
bum.
live.
Stick it in me
live concerts, they want this all the time. We save it for an encore.
My ass hurts.
Stick it in me bum. Stick it in me bum. It's hard not to get up and dance. This was all about my trip to the doctor to have colonoscopy. There's nothing else to it. That's what I was describing.
What was that?
I was just waking up from the anesthesia. Some of it was recorded live.
Our colonoscopy's fun.
Nice question.
Well,
could be a new T-shirt.
No, you don't feel anything. It's like anything else. You go there and you fall asleep and you wake up and they tell you you're good or bad. It's like goodorbad.com.
Do you have to fall asleep?
No, there's different types of anesthesia, and some insurance covers some, and some doesn't. You're completely out, and then you're halfway out, but not really out.
How many times have you been put out, boy?
For colonoscopies, twice.
I wonder if
but in general, in life.
Oh, wow, probably 15 times.
Really? Is that right?
10, 15.
Plow, what on you? You ever gone under, bro?
Yeah, I've had 2 ear surgeries, and wisdom teeth, so probably 4 times.
Jackson,
Got a lot, I guess.
0.
Really?
Man.
Yep. Never had any sort of surgery ever.
Well, I suppose I had neither at your age. But...
Yeah, I guess so.
When I got my wisdom tooth out, they just numbed because I only got one. They just numbed that area and yanked that sucker out of there. Could hear it crack. It was kind of cool.
Maybe 15's too high for me. 10 maybe.
Tim, you? Let's see, I think 4? Oh, no, probably 5, because I had wisdom teeth in 20 and 21. And then, boy, it was rough last year. Man, here's some advice to the kids. Doug, we talk about Mark Hanna and Evergreen Wealth Strategies and getting a financial advisor at a young age.
Yeah.
EvergreenSTL.com, 314-889-0503. I got to get Mark, if you're listening, we got to get lunch. I got to talk to him about some things. But neither here nor there. Another little pro tip. Get your wisdom teeth taken out. Teens, 20s, whatever. ASAP. It's just one of those things. It's easy then. And I just was like, I don't want to deal with it. And then, man, what I did last year, whoo, cats and dogs. That was so messed up.
Yeah, like 3 or 4 weeks afterwards, right? Didn't you have
I had
pop up again?
Yeah, something. I can't recall what it was, but it was bad. I had to go back in there, and I thought that there might have been like something infected. It wasn't a dry socket. That's the thing everybody gets worried about. I didn't have that, but it was rough. It's because it was so impacted. It was like, I don't know. But so anyway, I know we have some young tykes listening. For real. Financial advisor, get your wisdom teeth taken out, and have as much sex as possible.
Oh. Protected.
Yeah, agreed. Those are my 3 things. I don't know what else.
Yeah, but
Don't get into broadcasting.
I'm a big fan of anesthesia.
Yeah.
Even when I had my heart ablation, they wrap you up, they get you ready, they stick something in your vein, and then you're just out. And the next thing you know, you wake up. There's no pain at all.
No.
Nothing.
When I had, and this was 2018, I had just gotten back from Jupiter, and like 2 nights later, I was having pain in my, when you have an appendix situation, I can't recall if it's your lower left side of your abdomen or right side. Either way, it was super painful, and then it just kept getting worse. And I went in there at like 8 at night in the ER, and I recall being in a spot where they were giving me morphine.
Yeah.
And it's 2 in the morning, and they're like, the surgeon won't be in until, I think, 6 or 7. And I'm going, I don't know how in the hell because it's not like they could do anything. It's not like I could fall asleep because I'm in so much pain. Yeah. Oh, my God. So I couldn't wait because I had been put under 2 times previous to that. I couldn't wait until I got into that weird, like, spaceship-like room where you go through the doors that, that you're...
MRI?
No, I know what you're talking about. Like with the doors open and everything, everybody's in scrubs.
Oh, yeah. Operating room.
Yeah, and I'm like, this will be wonderful when they inject me, and because I know it'll be over when I wake up. Yeah. Oh, God. You ever had the appendix situation?
I have not, no.
I live in constant fear of it.
Constant?
I didn't know that. I don't want to horrify you. I didn't know I reached a sore spot.
Anytime I get like a stomach ache, I'm nervous my appendix is about to explode. Same with I'm always nervous about kidney stones.
I think I was on the verge of it happening. It was really bad, and it came out of nowhere.
Right.
Woo! Man, it started at 7 at night, and the thing was out by 7 in the morning.
They don't fix it.
and
They just
dogs.
take it out.
Yeah.
It's vestigial. You don't need it.
Doug, you hear that? It's vestigial.
I don't like that word.
Like a vestigial tail.
I guess the gallbladder's the same thing. We don't need that.
Mark Hanna was listening. Sounds good. When do you want to get lunch?
Mark Hanna's the goat.
He really is. 314-889-0503. Go online at evergreenstl.com.
I can have lunch Thursday if you want.
Excuse me?
Oh, you weren't asking me for lunch.
No, he said Mark Hanna.
I heard Mark, but I thought maybe...
Ken.
You're hoping to hone in on this lunch.
Yeah. I can make
Ken's
it
talking
up.
about his personal finances with a financial advisor, the best in town.
That's not real. I'm not really talking about finances so much
I
as
know.
like some life decisions. That's what I'm more talking about. And he really is, he's a life Sherpa.
Yeah.
He really is. He is wise.
We talk a lot about...
You think he's the Dalai Lama? You think there's any chance?
I think he could be related.
I'm starting to wonder.
Yeah,
Big
could be
hitter, the Lama.
first cousin.
Yeah, he's a great dad.
We talk a lot about younger people getting in to see him, while you're just getting started and don't lose those years. It's been great for me, too, because I'm in that group where, with the market falling apart, a lot of us are seeing our 401ks and IRAs, diminish and say, uh-oh, what do we do now?
Yeah.
And he's helped me greatly get through that
Tell you to
and
put
save
it
a lot of money.
In daily fantasy sports, is that where he's told you to allocate?
Well, just a little bit of money there.
Right.
No. But you can't just sit there and watch your life savings go to hell.
Boy, it has been rough.
Yeah, and he can fix that so it doesn't.
Well, all
That's
right.
what he did for me. Yeah.
I wasn't even planning on talking to him about that.
Did you put a taste on refurbished Sibians?
You should.
No, pretty much just stocks,
Markets
bonds,
here, it's like
that
used
kind of
cars.
thing.
Guys, I passed a kidney stone in a Rams game once. I only missed one series. Thanks, Horson and Wacko. Is
I've not done that, but they can hit that now with lasers, right?
that how it works?
I think so.
I think some of them they break them down with lasers.
I drink a lot of cranberry juice just to avoid it.
Well, you really do live in fear of that.
What?
Yeah. Oh, God.
Is that running the family?
No.
Well, why do you worry about it then?
Because it's a calcified stone going through your...
Oh, man.
Yeah,
no,
you're...
I would not be
But it
there.
doesn't happen to most people. Most people
No,
don't get
but
that.
I don't want it happening to me.
A calcified stone.
Ugh. Can you imagine?
I'm thinking about it.
Yeah.
Hey, has anybody ever been snipped? What's the pan on your balls? Thanks, Timmy the Tickler. I have
He's
not.
talking vasectomy now?
No.
Well, yeah,
I got to get that knocked out, so next time I'm in a commercial break and bang, I don't create another child.
I had a friend who had a vasectomy. They kind of tie the tubes like that, and over time they grew back together, and he had another child when he was 52 years old.
Does your friend now advocate anal?
No, I don't think so.
You should.
No.
Thank you, Plavo.
I don't know if that still happens or if that's just because he had it done 20 years ago.
Good God, that used tube of toothpaste did not just try and invite himself to lunch with Tim. You are the worst. That's from the retired Air Marshal.
I don't think you're a used tube of toothpaste. That was hurtful.
Used tube of toothpaste? What does that even mean?
Right. They're running out of things to say.
They are.
What's been the most hurtful thing they've called you?
I really don't pay attention.
Burlap sack?
No, maybe I gave and someone called him rat breath, and I couldn't believe it. I thought that was so unfair.
Didn't make any sense.
Mr. Licks has responded to the Warson Woods Wacko. It seems like he was loaded for bear and just waiting for the Warson Woods Wacko's move. He probably passed that kidney stone in the upper deck with the rest of the pores. That's from Mr. Licks.
Oh.
Nah, see, at Edward Jones, especially, in the Jeff Fisher era, you could just start in the upper deck and then work your way all the way down to about the 50-yard line, about the third quarter.
The game I went to, they had like a curtain up in the upper deck. So like on TV, it wouldn't look like half the stadium was empty.
Well, you'd probably be able to hear him. They think they were probably he's yelling your Ram rules. As he's punching out shards of glass.
I got a vasectomy with only local anesthesia. I felt many pains. Highly unrecommended. Thanks. It's from the 314.
Yeah, let's go all the way out, please.
Yep. Yeah, I guess that'll be
The
my
problem
sixth
is
time.
sometimes your insurance doesn't cover it going all the way out.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh, that's brutal.
Brutal billiards.
That's why in kidney stones, I mean, it's way more expensive to laser it than it is just to pass it, and so a lot of people choose to pass it.
Probably.
I'll pay whatever it costs.
A lot of things get easier now. I was told by Dr. Biondo that
He does his hiring at Hawaiian Tropic bikini shows, right?
Probably, he said in about 6 months you just get the cataract surgery. And I'm thinking, he goes, it takes like 15, 20 minutes. You're done.
You're going to have that done?
If it's that easy, yeah. He said.
You have cataracts?
He said, and you'll be amazed how much your eyesight is better once it's done. He said, you get it done on a Friday, you'll be a little blurry Saturday and Sunday. Monday, you're back to normal, and it takes like 15, 20 minutes to get done.
Do you believe eyesight issues contribute to your putting problem?
Yeah, I really do. I don't like to make excuses, but it does.
I'm being dead serious. Like Iggy's, like the nerves thing, just it's time to put it to bed. It really is. But it wasn't the short putts, it was the longer putts, and I go, oh my God, when it come off the club face, I'm going, that's going to roll into the rough from off the green.
Yeah.
And it was the longer putts.
Yeah, the depth perception, I'm looking at something, and I think, oh, it's right there, and then I'm trying to go back, it's probably 20 feet, and it's more like 15 feet or 30 feet, or, yeah, it's just, the eyesight isn't great.
So you have cataracts now?
Yeah.
And you're going to go in for surgery?
He said they're not big. He says 6 months to a year. He said get them done. But
wonder if I can get a refund on member guest now that the cataract story's out.
Right. Or at least a couple shots.
I mean, I can see. It's not like I'm blind.
Just cloudy.
I can read. I can watch TV. It's like...
You mentioned text in the winters. Hey, you want to Venmo me? My buddy actually got cataracts.
Yeah, but I thought it was just some whole procedure. It takes like 15 minutes. You're done.
Guys, Tim, I'm PLTDing yesterday's show. Can you explain the whole bidding up a team before the actual tournament starts at one of these member guests? Are you, as the team that gets bid up, losing money, or just the team that bid on you? Well, it depends on if you buy your own team. So the team is up for auction. Some people don't care if they own their own team. Some people do. And I knew that Iggy and I would likely be one of the higher-priced teams when the bidding would be finalized, but then when we finished second in that par 3, which everybody had just watched, I'm like, oh God, this is going to perhaps cost me more money than we actually won. So that's how it works. It's like an auction. And if you think a team's got a good chance of winning, then they get bid up.
Now, if you don't own your team and you're playing...
And you win your flight, you don't get $1.
Oh, okay. I thought it'd be a lower percentage than...
Yeah,
okay.
So people form... I would describe them as crime families, consortiums, syndicates, whatever, like the Tam Avenue Capital Partners, and buy teams. And we, in our crime family, bought a team, and the team won their flight, didn't want to buy it back, and so we got all that cash money. Automatic profit. Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought they were just playing golf.
Nah, it's a crime family.
Okay.
It's a crime family. Yeah. Hey, what did I deep tease? Oh, the Munganass Daily Fantasy Sports? Yeah, I'll do my deep tease on what I'm watching. But who won the Munganass Daily Fantasy Sports Showdown for the U.S. Open? I honestly don't know. Jackson?
I don't know.
Who are on the rosters? What do we have on Iggy's roster?
Iggy's roster featured...
I've got it. Simpson, Fleetwood, Wise, Young, Lowry, Zalatoris.
Yep. And
Zalatoris, wonderful. Fleetwood, MC, right?
Yeah. 4 of his 6 missed the cut.
Oh, dear me.
Aaron Wise finished 5 over, and obviously Zally was...
Doug, you ever heard him call Zally?
No, not till today.
Doug's roster had Rory McIlroy, Tony Fina, where he be now.
Did he make the cut?
No. Justin Rose, Gary Woodland.
He did all right.
Yeah, Woodland was hunting.
Kevin Kisner, and of course, Chris Nagel.
So I had 3 make the cut at least.
You had 4 make the cut, Doug.
Oh.
And Doug wins 278.5 to 241.
Wow, Doug, congratulations on another major championship.
2 of the 3 majors go, Doug.
You might win the Grand Slam. No, I lost one.
Yeah, you won. Yeah.
Yeah, you lost the PGA Championship.
It's under protest.
Why would this be under protest?
Well, I had 3 of my 4 players miss the cut by 1 at 4 over par. I was under the impression it was 65 in ties, like normal. Those 3 players finished 64th, but they only took 60 in ties. And I found out from somebody on the grounds that they came out and watered the greens after the morning guys were done, before the afternoon guys teed off. They watered the greens for the afternoon guys. And 3 of my guys missed the cut on the number plate in the morning. And the numbers weren't as high in the afternoon because of the watered greens.
Yeah, well, since you put it that way, we'll disallow all this.
So I'm just I'm protesting.
Yeah. And that makes it 33-32 now.
No, I still think I'm up 2. I'd won, what?
No, Doug brought it back to 1. You're 1 up.
Hadn't I won like 3 weeks in a row prior to this?
No.
You won 2 or 3.
I won 2 weeks in a row.
Before this.
I was up 1, and then I won 2 weeks in a row, I thought. Because I had all 6 make the cut, and I'd made that
Like every week,
prediction.
the standings are disputed.
I know.
Well, I'd made that
Write-
prediction
write it
3
down
weeks ago
just to
that
keep
I would
track
have
of this very thing.
I would have all 6 make the cut, that I would cash, and I would beat Doug. I won 2 out of 3.
You
So that
cashed last week, and then you won the week before, but Doug won 2 weeks in a row prior to that.
That's a wash.
these things, I need somebody to find this out.
I think it's right. I think
people writing it
Doug's
down.
I mean, I was up 1, and then I won 2 weeks in a row. That should have been...
Somebody sent in a spreadsheet, didn't they?
Yeah, send it in again, because I think I'm 2 up still. Yeah, whatever.
And you got to pick your players. And this was a major.
Doug, congratulations on winning the U.S. Open. This is your second major of the year. Do you
Feels
feel like
nice.
you're up
Feels
there with
real
Scotty Scheffler, Will Zalatoris, Matt Fitzpatrick now?
I do. Yeah. Feels
What is
really
making
nice.
it work for you? Fitzpatrick added distance. Scotty Scheffler is just
blindly
nails.
pulling names out.
Oh, okay.
Not wasting time trying to pick when you can pick them out of a box and do just as well.
Well, only 2% of the rosters in the Millionaire Maker had 6 out of 6 players get through. How about that? How about that? Super low. And the person who won the million was the guy from The Bachelor who was accused of cheating last year, if you recall. Actually won the million this year. Do you remember that story?
Yeah. Took the money away from him, didn't they?
Yeah.
How would you cheat?
His girlfriend, wife, fiance, whatever, also entered rosters, and they were similar, so you can't collaborate, can't have more than a certain number of rosters.
You can't be banned from that? I'm surprised.
Yeah,
I'm surprised
So like
they
people go, well, why don't you ask the wizard what he's doing? It's understood. The moment after the tournaments go live, I ask him who he's on because that'll tell me if I was on the right people. But yeah, you can't. I mean, you can't. I guess theoretically you can, but you can get caught and then you're going to get shipped. And if I'm the wizard, why would I share my information with me? You know, that's free service. If anything, you want me to share information because then you know who not to be on.
Oh.
In my case.
Yeah,
Well,
let's understand some of these. There's sometimes people will DM me and say, "Oh, Iggy, this guy's got this roster, looks pretty good." And what he does, DraftKings picks, and there's like 9 guys that put this stuff on YouTube and Google. Why would you do that? Why would you go out there and give people the same roster you're playing?
Touts.
Yeah, and they're giving you wrong information, hoping you play it.
Well, the difference this week in our game could well have been Chris Nagel, picked for me by the great Jamie Burkhart.
Thank you, Jamie.
Made the cut.
Yeah, you had 4 players to my 2, and you still only won by like 17 points.
No, I won by 37 points.
I don't think so.
It was 241 to 278.5. He just told us that.
Well, still, you think you'd win by more than that with 2 extra players.
Buck Swope just posted the
Didn't take long.
spreadsheet. Iggy is up 2 on the year. Iggy is correct. Doug and Jackson are wrong. Credit listener Jordan for keeping the spreadsheet. Doug, a stunning moment in the show's history.
Well,
a stunning
do we
moment.
believe our producer or somebody who texts in?
Believe that. Believe.
You going to challenge Buck Swope?
No. Believe listener Jordan.
Yeah, see, Jackson has a lot going on. He may miss a week. This guy's, I guess, making his life to take care of it every
Well, he just writes it down and checks the winner. You know.
Yeah, it has a spreadsheet. We don't even have that.
No.
Wow, these are in depth.
Well,
Top 10s, miscuts.
Does Buck Swope have anything at all to do in the rest of his life? How many hours does he spend?
So I am up 2.
Margin
I don't
of
know.
victory.
Here we've got it 1. Buck Swope says 2.
I was speculating.
Doug, you can't speculate with the Mug and Nasty Other Fantasy Football
No,
show.
well, no, I guess.
See, I wasn't speculating. I remember the last time the guy put the spreadsheet up, I was at 1, and then I won 2 in a row to put it up 3.
I don't think you're up 3.
I'm up 2 now. You won last week. Congrats.
Oh, wow, that was sincere. That was kind of like Will Zalatoris saying to Matt Fitzpatrick.
Again,
I had to
under
lose.
protest.
Only because somebody watered a green?
Again, under
My guys
protest.
didn't have to play on the watered greens?
Don't you want the greens watered?
Yeah. If I'm playing the guys,
You were cheated.
But my guys played in the morning, and that's why I kept telling you while we were playing the cut's going to be 4 over because
Well,
I
how do you
saw
know
what
when my
happened in the
guys
morning.
played?
You were stunned by that.
Nagel
But
played
then
in the
they
morning.
then they watered the greens in the afternoon, and the balls weren't rolling off the greens like they were in the morning.
Iggy and I were in a dark place.
The
I
cut was
couldn't
a
figure
3.
out my golf swing. We had already been eliminated from the tournament, and Iggy's mad about the cut and the watering situation. It was all darkness surrounding our golf cart.
I could
Poor
imagine.
Carpenter blames his tools.
Imagine Tim's face when You know, he's sitting there grinding, and he turns his phone and goes, "Hey, they're watering the green."
So those afternoon guys got a break, or else the scores would have been higher like the morning. They were about a stroke different in the afternoon because they watered the green. So
They did it all to screw you.
Or it would have been 4 over in the cut, and then my 3 guys that missed the cut on the number
one of them would have won the tournament.
would have made the cut, and I'd had 5 make the cut.
Right, they'd all won.
I didn't say they won, but I
were cheated.
would have had 3 more guys. They sure as hell would have made 30 points over the weekend.
You was robbed.
I was. I wonder if there's any players bitched about that. Probably.
Doubtful.
Pockets, you lost member guests. You can't make a 3-footer, and Doug is rinsing you by picking names out of a hat. Light up another dart and rethink your strategy. That's from Chubbs Peterson, who wants everybody to know he's a plus point nine.
Chubbs,
Well, you weren't really watching the tournament out there because I missed 1 putt inside 4 feet the entire weekend, so there's that.
Yeah, think about that, Doug.
Did you come out and watch what I did in the shootout?
People aren't going to go out and watch. It couldn't be less interesting.
I know. He didn't watch. So
I was involved, and I wasn't all that engaged.
Quit talking about it. You weren't there to watch.
Nobody's going to go out and watch.
Doug, here's what we've got. Appliance Discounters, sponsor of 8 o'clock hour. They came out and they fixed our ice maker, and I'm telling you, I think it is next to the birth of our son. I think it's the best moment of my wife's life in 2022.
Oh,
is the ice maker back.
Those ice makers go bad a lot. You need the appliance discounters.
Thank you, Sean, from Appliance Discounters. In need of an appliance right away? You won't wait weeks at Appliance Discounters. They have an 80,000 square foot warehouse filled with GE appliances along with other brands. You can't wait weeks when your refrigerator, washer, or dryer go out. Come into one of their showrooms today, and they will deliver it tomorrow. If you're building or remodeling your home and don't need your appliances right away, they can hold them for you. And remember, you can always shop online at theappliancediscounters.com. How about you just let me come out and play, you big shot? That's from Chubbs Peterson.
Oh.
Well, you're a plus, and I'm a 18, so, yeah. No.
Okay, there it is.
I'll play people that are about the same as me, and we'll play straight up.
Now, here is the deep tease that I gave for the audience. And maybe people like it. Maybe not. I'm sure plenty of people have watched, but I haven't heard as much about it for as good of a show as I think it is. And that is The Offer. Has anybody watched
you were
it?
going to say that.
No, I've not.
You figured I was going to say that was your read, Jackson.
Uh-huh.
Why do you say?
Because I was just thinking, like, what's good shows there right now, and it's either Severance or The Offer.
I haven't watched Severance yet. I hear that's the bee's knees.
I've seen the first episode of both shows, and I really liked The Offer's first episode.
And what's that on, Tim? What platform?
Paramount Plus.
That
Not just Paramount. It's about, and it is so good. Doug, I bet you'd really like it. It's about all that went on to get The Godfather made.
Oh,
yeah, that'd be good.
It's so good.
I need that.
We just started it on Sunday night. Maybe Sunday night, maybe Saturday night. I don't know. Who knows? And I've probably only got a few episodes left. So good. I got to tell you, I think he made his bones just like Mo Green with Whiplash. Miles Teller.
Ah, fantastic.
He's a hell of an actor.
He's red hot right now after Top Gun and The Offer.
Doug Hansel is so hot right now.
He's actually in a show that we're watching currently, too, with Chris Hemsworth, I think it is. It's on Netflix. And that Paramount Plus has, in a year and a half, just been...
Yeah, it's making a Sunday charge.
It's the streaming service right now in terms of quality content.
I have Paramount Plus, but I don't know how I have it. I don't think I paid for it.
The Masters were on it, were it not?
Was it?
Yeah, I thought the Masters were on
Is that
Paramount.
an NBC affiliate?
No, that's Peacock.
I was watching some documentary just a few weeks ago where they talked about that The Godfather had a real effect on organized crime in New York. That suddenly it became tough and cool to be in the Mafia, and everyone thought we're going to get rich doing this, and got a lot of prestige, because they made it look very glamorous, and they said it really was a problem for law enforcement.
I feel like we've done the same for HD2 Radio.
What?
Very similar indeed. Yeah.
I can't think of a mob movie that's actually failed as far as...
Well, that's because you haven't heard of it.
Well, Godfather 3.
Failed, as it, wasn't good?
Yeah, like nobody's ever said, oh, that sucked, whether it be...
A little film called Gotti with John Travolta.
That one was brutal.
Well, there's been a few about Gotti.
Yeah, that one was bad.
Doug, here are the 10 worst mob films of all time according to Screen Rant.
Okay.
See if anybody want to fire any bullets at anything?
No,
I'm going to put
gotta be in there.
I'm going to put Gotti in there.
Gotti is number 1.
Yeah, I figured. It's awful.
Gotti
Kevin
is
Conley.
number 1.
And I like, what is that, Brooklyn's Finest, or what is it called?
I don't know. Can we have initials on the next one, Tim?
TGTCSS.
Oh, for heaven's sakes. The is the first word?
Yes.
Okay.
Wow.
What
Okay,
was the
so you're
second
on it.
letter?
G.
The giant.
No, I'm
the
sorry.
good.
No, I'm sorry.
The great.
No.
The ghoul.
I would like to participate in a
Grint.
blank bang.
Gang. The gang that couldn't shoot straight.
Yes!
Yeah.
That's a mob movie. Isn't there like a
Bobby De Niro.
I thought
that was a
Western.
Don Knotts movie.
Yeah, I did too.
The shakiest guy in the West is the thing.
Maybe that's what
Number 3, a film called Mobsters. With that cute little Patrick Dempsey.
Oh.
Number 4, Revolver. Jason Statham.
Never seen it. Jason Statham was in a mob movie.
That makes sense. Why it's on this list.
City Heat with Clint Eastwood and Burt Reynolds. Staten Island, Little New York.
See, these aren't even mob movies. City Heat is like a cop movie.
Smoking Aces, that gorgeous Ryan Reynolds.
A lot of white guys from
It's
mob
got to be a
movies.
comedy.
Well, if
Be
you talk
cool.
about mafias, Italian people.
Be Cool with Uma Thurman.
Sicilian, I guess,
That's
to
not,
be.
there's one mob boss in there. That's it. It's not a mob movie. It's about getting a girl a contract to sing.
Okay, calm down, Angry.
Number 9, Gangster Squad.
That sounds terrible.
Oh, I've seen that. That was awful.
You ever seen Monster Squad, like 87?
No.
Pretty fun. And number 10, Billy Bathgate.
Never heard of that either.
Dustin
That's
Hoffman.
Dustin Hoffman. And that's a very young Nicole Kidman got naked.
Oh.
Full frontal.
Now, one
Like
Italian
shrubs?
actor.
Red.
No.
Is that right, really?
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever encountered that.
Yeah.
Public Enemy should be on there.
That wasn't a bad movie.
Chuck D, Terminator X, Flavor Flav.
Yeah, but this was Johnny Depp as John Dillinger, and it was not good.
No.
Oh, I didn't hate it. Didn't really enjoy it.
I thought it was bad.
The
Lady
Many
Red.
Saints of Newark, Terrible B. That's from Aunt Peg.
Oh, I disagree.
I'm with you there.
I've heard
I
of it.
liked it. I
thought
liked
it
it.
was great.
I haven't seen it.
I thought it was great.
I didn't think it was that good. Lady in Red, another terrible mob movie.
Krista Berg. 1984?
I don't know the years, Tim.
I think Kelly LeBrock got topless.
I mean, God
Boy,
bless
she,
you.
looked,
right?
she looked great in
I think
that movie.
How was that not on there?
Or John Dillon.
I thought that 3 was nominated for Best Picture. Fun facts.
No one tell.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I could not stand that.
Oh, I don't think it's good, but, I mean, Pacino's really good in it.
Why do you think there's such a fascination with mob movies? People killing each other and
The anti-hero
brutal to one
thing.
another.
Sal Capone and John Gotti made it glamorous.
I don't know. Maybe they did. I don't know why we have such a fascination with it about seeing people murdered, but we do.
Yeah, but like the best parts of The Godfather aren't like Sonny at the toll booth. It's like the conversations that Al Pacino has with Marlon Brando in the garden. You know, that's the stuff that makes it timeless. Not necessarily.
Luca Brasi got it pretty bad.
Yeah, like I don't think people are like rewatching Luca Brasi Sleeps with the Fishes as much as they rewatch. You know, the Fredo and Michael scene in Lake Tahoe.
Cooking lobster in prison, cutting that garlic extra
Yeah,
thin.
Goodfellas.
It's the little scenes
Love
that
that
you don't even talk about that you remember, like when they're in Cuba and it's
Banana Daiquiri.
no, what's his name's birthday?
Hyman Roth.
Hyman the Roth's birthday. He's
Hyman the Roth. What's that text name?
Jack of spades.
Hyman the Roth.
Move over.
show everybody the cake. Show everybody the cake, and they bring over his piece. Smaller piece.
One of the
Smaller
best.
piece. Oh, just kind of running the whole. Smaller piece. Little things like that.
I think it's all of it. That
He was banging cock to waitresses 2 at a time. Nobody could get a drink.
No green.
Yeah, right to the eye.
Yeah, right through the glasses, too, which made it seem a little more painful. I don't know that it would matter, but it made it seem worse.
Michael, you don't talk to Mo Green like that.
Guys, I never saw the allure of The Sopranos. If I wanted to see a bunch of fat people smoking, I'll go outside to Hot Shots during a TMA Live.
Yeah.
Damn.
I think how much more of a story they told with Sopranos than with any of those 2.5-hour movies, 3-hour movies. Sopranos with how many hours? Didn't they have like 20 seasons?
No, there's 10? 6 seasons.
6 seasons with 20 episodes apiece.
Season 6 had 20 episodes. I don't think the
I think a couple of them did. I mean, that's many, many hours worth of programming.
I know, to each their own. You know, everybody has their own opinion. I don't know how you could not like The Sopranos if you're into that kind of genre.
Right.
It's
If you're into
the best
the
show
mob
of all
genre.
time.
Yeah, I liked it. I just don't know why I like it.
Doug, was anyone sexier than Al Neary? Thanks. That's from
Than Al who?
Oh, yeah.
Al Neary.
Al Neary. He was debonair.
God, when he gets Fredo in that boat. So sad. The guy
Spoiler.
It came out in 1974.
Al Neary was the actor?
No, that was the name of the bodyguard.
Oh.
All right, let's
Wasn't
go,
he in
Al.
Rocky as well?
Yes.
And he was the bookie, right?
Yeah. Yes, he was in Rocky. And
Mr. Rothstein is a professional gambler and the best football handicapper in America at the real Las Vegas as no one has ever done before. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the new entertainment director of the Tangiers Hotel Casino, Mr. Sam Rothstein.
Open Aces High.
I mean, it's a 2-minute clip. I can't really.
Now, what movie was that?
Casino.
Oh, and it was terrible?
No,
it's one of
No, I
those.
loved it.
great.
Proudly presents the all-new Sam Rothstein Show, Aces High.
Sounds like a KOMU weekend newscast.
You know who I really liked in that movie was Don Rickles.
Oh, he's great.
Outstanding.
He kind of got his ass beat by Joe Pesci.
Yeah, little Nicky Santoro.
Oh, really?
God, he's a little scrapster.
I haven't seen that one. I'll have to watch it.
Isn't it crazy that in the 90s, Joe Pesci was the most intimidating actor in
Yeah,
all of
about
Hollywood?
5 foot 3 inches tall.
And then as a kid, I watched
like
him in-
45 years old.
What is it? He's not in The Grumpy Old Men, is he?
He's in Home Alone.
Home Alone.
Yeah.
My cousin Vinny.
With Daniel Stern.
Yeah,
Correct.
Daniel Stern.
Voice of Fred Savage is an older self in the Wonder Years. Think
Oh, is
about
that right?
He had a great role in Rookie of the Year, too, as the pitching coach.
Goodfellas.
Yes, he couldn't get out of the cage there in the locker room.
Now, you know who was in that movie, and this is well before Jackson's time and Palazzi's time. Maybe Tim might remember it. The guy who was in charge of the slot machines and got fired.
Yep.
Billy Bob. What's his last name?
Billy Bob Thornton.
No, Billy Bob. But he used to do and it was on Channel 11 late at night. It was like the Billy Bob drive-in movie. And it'd always be like these R-rated horror movies that somehow showed a boob. But he was like hosting that. That's where he got to start.
Think about that, Doug.
Okay.
Can't think of his
Billy
name.
Bob.
I thought it was Billy Bob or something like that.
Uh-huh.
But he was the nephew that got a job in the slot machines and was rigging them.
Huh, nice little story.
Guys, Willie Chi-Chi is the loan shark in Rocky.
Oh, that's right.
Willie Chi-Chi.
That's right, yeah. He was Frankie Pantangeli's, like, go-to guy who sang like a bird at the hearings in Godfather 2.
Willie Chi-Chi.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I liked him. Good actor.
Little mustache.
Mm-hmm. Reminded me of my Little League baseball coach.
Wasn't Junior
Same
Soprano the...
Yeah.
he was
Johnny
like-
Ola.
Johnny Olaf. He was Hyman
Oh, is that
Ross.
right?
Hyman
Yeah.
Ross,
Dominic
right-hand
Chianese.
man.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm. Hyman Ross go-to guy.
Aces, huh? That's not cheesy or anything.
Are you guys still in segment 1? It's 8:45. Where the hell's the podcast?
I don't know why they won't put them up anymore. I don't know. I've begged them to do that, but they won't.
It's up there.
Of course it is.
Jackson's exhausted.
Throw away your Motorola.
Both Grumpy Old Men movies are timeless. It's amazing how well those movies hold up. That's from Kevin's brother, Jack Demoff.
I loved them as a kid. I haven't seen them in God.
Big
20
fan.
years.
Agreed.
Just loved them, man.
Those guys have been gone for a long time now,
Yeah.
too, huh?
Yeah.
The grandpa, the dad, the ice fishing. That
Burgess
guy,
Meredith.
That guy is one of the best characters of any movie. Oh,
My favorite comedy of all time? Walter Matthau, Jack Lemmon, Odd Couple.
ooh, that's a good one. Jack Lemmon.
That is such a funny movie.
Yeah. Yeah. That goes back to like the 60s.
Yeah,
doesn't it?
but it's a great movie.
Walter Matthau passed in 2000. Jack Lemmon, 2001, Doug.
Yeah, they were great together.
They made just 2 of them, right? They made 3? I can't
They
remember.
made
I'm not sure.
2.
Weren't Jack Lemmon and Walter Matthau in JFK, like in the opening scene?
Yeah, they were with Joe Pesci dipped in gold.
Were
They
in a
were not.
Were they in a relationship?
What?
Jack Lemmon and Walter Matthau?
Yeah.
No. Why would you ask that?
I don't know why it came to mind. I just thought I heard that. So I'm sorry, I didn't.
You might be thinking of Marlon Brando and
Wally
No,
Cox.
I know Marlon Brando. Like
And Wally Cox.
I thought he was with
Yes.
Richard Pryor.
Oh yeah, that happened,
No,
right?
it was Marlon Brando like Wally Cox.
Wally Cox was underdog, wasn't he?
Yes. Polly calls, I am not slow. It's hip, 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 and away I go.
I thought it
And he
was
was on Hollywood Squares.
He looked like a twink.
Well, apparently he was.
Who went that big burly cross-dressing bear? Wore like the red glasses on Hollywood Squares, early 2000s.
Bruce Valanche.
Bruce Valanche was one of the best characters, man. I used to watch Hollywood Squares.
Yeah.
We only had like 7 channels in the country, and that was on at like 4.
Mm.
Who was the host of it? He did like
Peter
80.
Marshall.
Was
Right?
that him? Yeah.
Yeah, with the big long microphone that would stick all the way to the
No, that was Gene Rayburn
No,
and
that
Match.
was, yeah, I was gonna say
That was Drew Carey.
You didn't need a long microphone in Hollywood Squares. You had your own desk.
Doug, was that John Davidson?
He was a host for a while.
That
yeah.
show was great. And yeah, Bruce Valanche always killed me. Never seen a character.
Did he
like
replace Paul Lind?
You're animals, both of you. You know that, don't you? I've seen a whole big article based on Paul Lind's responses to questions on Hollywood Square. Very funny. I guess they had a long time to think of him, or giving him a day in advance, maybe.
Bruce Valanche.
It was funnier him and Charles Nelson Riley.
I'll take Paul Lind.
Put that off.
Think he was gay?
Slightly, yeah. Yeah.
That's the way
Okay, Charlie Weaver was on Hollywood Squares for a long time, too.
Earl Weaver, Bandy Little Rooster, and your
Charlie.
photographer forgot to record 3 interviews.
Yeah, well, he didn't forget. There's problems with the roll cable. But Charlie Weaver's on the lower left there.
He wear overalls?
I believe he did,
I
yeah.
think Whoopi was on there.
Was he?
Whoopi was the center square in my day. Yeah. Bruce was right to her right.
What the hell were the Hollywood Squares?
Oh, it's where 2 contestants would ask a question and they would pick the Hollywood person that they think would have the answer, and it's like tic-tac-toe kind of. Like if they got the answer right, you're an X or an O, and you get that. It's really good.
Yeah.
Circle gets the square. I never understood that.
Is it still on?
Oh
anywhere?
God, no. I'm not probably on.
I
like,
bet the Game Show Network
Network
you'd probably
for sure.
find it.
No, because you can't find any washed-up actors.
Well, you didn't necessarily have to be washed up to be on there, did you?
Pretty much. Yeah,
Between gigs.
Or your career was pretty much over.
Should they hit you up for your straight to the web list?
Yeah, I've interviewed most of them.
That'd be a good side gig you book for Hollywood Squares.
Yeah.
Jim J. Bullock was just texted in. Doug, remember Jim J. Bullock?
Oh,
And
yeah.
you know there was no I in between the J and the M. That's fun.
It was just
It is
JM?
That's correct. I like that.
It was got to be different. I suppose those were perfect kind of gigs for people between acting jobs.
He was on the program, wasn't
Or still trying
He
to hang
was.
on.
Producer Joe had a thing for Jim J. Bullock.
Jim
he?
J.
And Andy Dick. Go,
He was
go
in
figure.
town once, wasn't he? I remember he was at Channel 2 once. Jim J.
Yeah, and that's where Producer Joe got him, like in the
And
hallway.
when you say got him,
Yeah,
just
he interviewed
talked
him.
with
Got him to the gym.
Bleeding anus.
I don't think it was related. Jim J. Bullock.
Yeah, it was a good show.
Yeah, Rose Marie was on there.
Rosemary. Terrible skin.
Too close for comfort.
Terrible skin.
Yeah, she had bad skin.
You know, Jim J. Bullock was in Spaceballs.
So have I, but he's not what he's
He
doing.
was in Seinfeld, too.
Yeah, I'm just looking at that now. I can actually imagine the character he's playing.
Man, I need chaps.
He's no longer with us, is he?
He is
Nice.
with us. His husband's no longer with us, but he's with us.
I knew one of them died.
He played Serge, the wedding planner, in 2009 on The Bold and Beautiful.
What was he in Seinfeld?
The sassy flight attendant when Elaine's sitting in coach and Jerry's in first class.
Oh, that's
He
right.
was very funny. All right, that's
All right,
about
then.
all the Hollywood Squares people we can come up with at the moment.
Tell her I
Jan
like to say
Murray,
Joanne Worley.
we go way back, way back.
Joanne Worley.
Jan Murray.
She like
What
she'd
the
put
hell
her
was
she'd put her
that?
fingers in her dimples.
Yeah.
And
Don't you remember that?
That's about the only gig she got after laughing.
Yeah. Well, that's it.
What a $25,000 pyramid.
Was she on there?
Wasn't she the one when they would introduce her? She'd go, oh!
I believe that was her, yeah.
Wonderful.
Now, Dick Clark was the host of that for a while.
That's correct.
But then there was other hosts, too.
You'd always make you feel stupid when you couldn't get the answer. They'd take the break. What if I told you tent peg? Camping. See, I can get it, you idiot.
Oh, my.
You always had to show everybody up afterwards. He'd give the clue and they'd get it.
I believe Bill Cullen hosted that for a while.
Joker's Wild.
He did several, yeah.
That was DeMarcus.
He was one of my favorites.
That DeMarcus?
What does that mean?
DeMarcus Dupree?
He's the guy that died in a plane crash.
Buddy Holly.
No, talk show host.
Richie Valens.
Wink Martindale, maybe?
Wink?
I don't think it was Wink Martindale.
One of those guys died in a plane crash. That was
Peter Tamarkin.
It was. Oh yeah, and what about the guy from St. Louis, Bert Convey?
He died in a plane crash?
I don't know, but he died rather young, didn't he?
Well, I don't know.
He's like Mad Libs, bro.
He was a talk show host, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Good looking dude.
Well, okay.
Nipsey Russell.
Yeah, he was good. Quite a poet.
Nipsey Hussle.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
Yeah,
I wonder if Bert Convey's related to the Convey brothers down the hall.
I just looked it up. I don't believe he is.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Both St. Louisans.
Right. That's why I thought of it, but he is not.
I remember an old game show host hosted by Vin Scully.
Is that right?
Called It Takes Two. That's what he said. Welcome to It Takes Two.
I think Joe Garagiola hosted him.
Oh, yeah, a lot of them. I heard him later in his career. Joe Garagiola said hosting game shows was the most fun he had doing anything in his career.
Why don't we host game shows then?
We should.
We should, yeah.
All right, let's do it. What do you want to do? TMA trivia at Hot Shots?
Yeah. Well, you make so much money and have to work like you do tape like 5 shows in a week and then you're done for the next 3.
Yeah, that's why they hang on there forever. Pat Sajak is in his 70s now, still just raking in crazy money, doing next to nothing.
I watched Wheel of Fortune last night. This chick bought one a house.
I can't watch.
Well, they're up in the prices. Back when I watched it, you could spend your money. All right, I'll take the lawn ornament for $38.
Yeah.
You got to take
I'll
that
take
house
the
wedge.
golf clubs for $800. Yeah. And I'll put the rest in a gift certificate.
You got to take that house wedge to the final, spin it, and then that has to be there are 2 slots for the home. She won, but only won $45,000, not the house.
What do you think Steve Harvey makes doing?
Steve Harvey is everywhere, man.
Well, he's got like 9,000 jobs, so which one?
They pay him enough to keep doing it because I'm sure he doesn't need it anymore.
Right, he is. And his daughter just broke up with Michael B. Jordan.
Yep.
That was a big story.
Remember when that article came out that Steve Harvey said that people involved in the production were not allowed to talk to him? He said he couldn't get from one studio to his office and back without everybody constantly interrupting him and wanting a picture or a conversation or anything. So he put out an edict, don't talk to me.
Welcome to the club.
You got the same problem?
Yeah, but I don't say don't talk to me. I don't put out that edict.
Well, you're a better man, apparently. You can't walk up and down the hallways here without people wanting you to sign and
no, not here.
Do this for my friend and can I have tickets and all that.
Not here.
Yeah.
I'm
outside.
I'm nobody here.
But when you get out in the public, it gets pretty rough.
Yeah. I don't turn anybody down.
No, you're a kind soul. Because I know
I did witness somebody come up to Iggy and ask for a picture at our tournament this weekend.
Really? Club president?
Oh, what was
not
she?
The club president was skull effing us in the first match.
Yeah, they were not showing any mercy. No, I think I did 5 pictures this week.
Oh, did you?
Did you really?
Still a great night.
At the golf tournament. Yeah. Milty wanted one. I said, not now.
Oh, you turned him down.
Turned down the sponsors.
Now, why would you do that?
I said, let's do it tomorrow.
Just take a picture on a golf course. You couldn't be bothered.
I just got beat by you in a 30-foot putt. Let's do it tomorrow.
Because you need time to prepare to stand there and smile for 2 seconds.
Yeah, we never did take the picture. Didn't see him then. Well, I saw him every hole almost.
Let's do it. But did that make you feel like a big
He
shot
wasn't
to
even
tell
playing
somebody,
behind us. We
let's
saw him
do
like
it
every hole.
tomorrow?
He said that. He said, let's get a picture. He said, let's do it tomorrow.
I'll get a picture with Seth Goldcamp. That's what I would do.
Anytime, especially with that camo hat on.
Yeah, he's got that. Adam Wainwright was wearing the Design Air camo hat, and you can win that by winning the Design Air Heating and Cooling email today. Send yours in. We're coming down the stretch here in the month of June, and Brian Henson and JV Golf Coach each have 2 wins. So that means this month is still up for snatch grabs. Whoever wins today gets a Design Air Heating and Cooling camo hat. Adam Wainwright was wearing it in the Cardinal dugout before the game, and you can get one just like it by winning. Send your emails in the morning after at InsideSTL.com. Sweet Mother of Mercy, I was walking into the studio this morning, and I was like, whoa, Bill, it's super hot already. And, Doug, it is going to be high of 97 today.
Oh, yeah.
Next week's weather looks just incredible, though. Man. Design Air Heating and Cooling. You run into any air conditioning issues, designairservice.com, and then click on the Book Now tab, and a service tech will be out there ASAP. Send your emails in the morning after at InsideSTL.com. Coming up at 10 o'clock, Action Jackson and I go down the hallway, and we just take the old high hard.
Yeah, come and get your whooping.
With Balloon Party for 1 hour, and the Plowhawk and Iggy will be recording the award-winning Pepper and Genie podcast. So that's coming up today. If you subscribe to the TMA feed, you get all these podcasts, Balloon Party, Pepper and Genie, Tim McKernan Show. And Jackson, I think if it's all right, can we do the Tim McKernan Show podcast today?
Sure.
Today for episode 4, is it episode 499?
499.
I am taking requests for deep dives, and the request for this week's deep dive is how the morning grind came together and how the morning grind came to an end in 2006.
Ah, yes, grind.
That indeed. So that is going to be up on the podcast feed here. And then I'm looking for episode 500 suggestions. Gotten a bunch, but not one that's really gotten me going. Team McKernan at InsideSTL.com. We'll take a break, close out our appliance discounters 8 o'clock hour, and come back with the Maggie O'Brien's 9 o'clock hour. This is the Ryan Kelly Morning After from the Michelob Ultra Studios.
Biggie's Restaurant and Bar has been a staple of the community for over 30 years and is serving your favorites like the steak sandwich, waffle fries, and so much more. It's not just the food that's rocking. With a full bar and patio, Biggie's is the perfect spot for lunch, dinner, and a little laughter. Biggie's original hours are back. Open 11 a.m. till midnight, Wednesday, Thursday, and Sunday. And 11 a.m. till 1 a.m. on Friday and Saturday. Check out the full menu at biggiesrestaurant.com and stop in today.
Hi, I'm Ryan Kelly with thehomeloanexpert.com, in studio today with one of my favorites, like legit, one of my favorite people in the world. I know that some people, they don't believe me, but I mean it. Tim McKernan, the man, the myth, the legend. We're here at Hubbard Radio. I checked out the new studio today.
What do you think?
The wallpaper is fabulous.
How about that?
Man, that's like 10, 11 years in the making.
It really was, and it looks good, and it's been made possible. I'm not just saying this, just like you're saying. If you weren't our title sponsor for all those lean years, we wouldn't have made it here. So we are always grateful, and our audience is grateful for your support of TMA.
One of the best investments, one of the best deals I've ever done. I've said that over a decade. I still mean that. Like, this is a show that I'm involved with. Heck, I spend too much time on the fan page some nights. You know, my wife will tell you that. But the good work that the show has done, the money that's been raised, the community, the culture, everything about it, I'm all in, man. I'm a TMA limiting for life, you know. I don't know what else to say about that, except if you need a mortgage, visit thehomeloanexpert.com.
You can get an insurance quote anywhere. Ask yourself, what is my provider doing for me? Do I have to hit prompts? Do I have to deal with chatbots? Am I put on hold? Is it always a different person? Are they local? Are they proactive in the community? Do they represent the #1 provider of auto and home insurance in the U.S.? The James Carlton State Farm team is comprised of individuals right here in your neighborhood. We are out supporting our Blues, Cardinals, Bills, and Tigers. Do something new in 22 and kick the out-of-town companies to the curb. Give us a call or go online to carltoninsurance.net. If your insurance costs a leg and an arm, call James Carlton, State Farm.
This is Tim McKernan. I'd like to tell you about a company I started just a couple of years ago, and they still own. And it's called Sound Story. It's essentially a 1-hour interview that we do either in person or via Zoom with mothers, fathers, grandmothers, grandfathers. They come in and they tell their stories, education, growing up, and of course, family stories, the wisdom that they can share with their loved ones for generations to come. It's an audio heirloom. It's Sound Story. To learn more, go to mysoundstory.com.
Tim McKernan, once a young boy attending St. Gabriel's in South City, with big league dreams and a lopsided head. But that head was full of hair back then, so you couldn't tell much. Anyway, who knew he would someday return to St. Gabriel's triumphantly as the host of a kick-butt trivia night that's all about the show he eventually created and finally brought to the big leagues. HD2 Radio. It's the first ever TMA Trivia Night, July 23rd at St. Gabe's. It's trivia all about the morning after. So if you know about Iggy's weirdo Hito obsession, or maybe how many days the dude from the poor part of whatever city has been suspended by Doug or whatever, this thing's right up your alley. Tables of 8 are on sale now. Ticket price includes food from Salt and Smoke and beer from the beer sponsor to be named later, plus late night food from Uncle Leo's Pizza. A portion of ticket proceeds will go to Friends of Kids with Cancer. TMA Trivia Night. Get more details at TMASTL.com. So the stupid corporate contest is still going on. App Madness. And we're still not in the lead against the other big-time FM stations. Let's see, the points in first, and even Casey and that weird Arch station is ahead of us. Jesus. So we're upping the stakes. Get the TMA app, sign up for an account, log into that account, and you'll get a keyword which you can use to enter to win the Week 3 prize. Tickets to Point Fest? Sit with Iggy and learn at the rescheduled Point Fest September 24th at Hollywood Casino Amphitheater.
Nope, I'm not doing it. I work at Casey. I'm helping Casey win App Madness. I do not wish to go to Point Fest with any of you or with Iggy, and I'm appalled that I'm even in this promo right now. So, no, I will not be sitting with you and Iggy at Point Fest. Good luck with your App Madness, jerks.
Featuring Papa Roach, Highly Suspect, Hailstorm, The Struts, and more. Once you have the TMA app and log into your account, you'll get a keyword. Use that keyword to enter the contest. Help us beat the point by winning Point Fest tickets. Find out more at TMASTL.com.
I before E, except after C.
What is it, I before E except after Y?
Nutted it. Absolutely nutted it.
Treat others how you would like to be treated.
Treat me like a pirate and give me that booty.
A bird in the hand is worth 2 in the bush. Oh, hey.
Hey.
Salt and Smoke.
Okay.
Live from the Michelob Ultra Studios, KPN-TFM HD2, Collinsville, St. Louis. This is TMA All Day.
I mean, what the hell is going on?
The Ryan Kelly Morning After.
KPN-TFM HD2.
Collinsville, St. Louis.
Welcome to our Maggie O'Brien's 9 o'clock hour here on the Ryan Kelly Morning After. I was talking with my agent. He said he wants me to ratchet up the energy to see if I can.
Right. A little gravelly effect to your voice. Sound a little tougher.
It's HD1.
Yeah.
Slowly but surely.
There's HD3. We could be demoted, too, couldn't we?
Relegated.
We could be relegated. Doug, here's an upbeat story. A 72-year-old youth baseball umpire was left with a fractured jaw after an ejected coach leveled him with a sucker punch at a 13-and-under baseball tournament. The incident occurred in New Jersey. The league claims the coach in question had been seen drinking between games and was ejected after aggressively arguing a call with the umpire. The following punch reportedly fractured the umpire's jaw in 2 places, requiring his jaw to be wired shut and extensive dental surgery. The coach allegedly fled the scene before the police arrived, while parents on his team were heard shouting at the injured umpire and claiming, quote, he deserved it.
Oh, what's happening to this country?
The full statement from the United States Amateur Baseball League. This past weekend at a 13-and-under baseball tournament, a coach who was witnessed drinking between games got ejected from the game for aggressively arguing a call. This coach, who is built like a linebacker, then proceeds to walk up to the 72-year-old veteran umpire with 35-plus years of service experience umpiring games and sucker punches him in the face. The umpire's jaw is fractured in 2 places, wired shut, and requires extensive dental surgery. The coach fled the scene. This needs to stop.
Oh, you think?
The matter remains under investigation. New York Prospects president Frank Cambria released a statement. apologizing for the incident and denouncing not just the coach, but the parents who allegedly jeered the umpire. There is never, never, ever an excuse to hit an umpire nor another human being when at a sports venue, especially involving children. When has winning a plastic trophy become more important than the welfare of another human being? What are we teaching our kids? It's supposed to be about teaching them work, sportsmanship, and respect. What I found also disturbing was some of the families, instead of coming to the aid of the umpire, were complaining about his calls. People need to get a grip and have an ounce of compassion for a fellow human being. I am appalled by what happened and have taken immediate action against this person.
Well, I hope the police take action against the person. Right. That's a full-fledged assault and could be attempted murder. You can kill somebody by cold-cocking a 72-year-old man, hit him in the face. People died that way. And I hope he gets sued and loses every penny that he has.
You almost see every week a video of umpires just walking out mid-game, just annoyed with it. And I don't blame them one bit.
No, I don't either.
It's so crazy.
In a few years, you're going to have parents umpire their own games. Just because
and
it's
then they'll
not
fight
going to
with
be
each
enough
other.
volunteers, man.
Or the kids will stop playing because the kids hate it too.
Youth sports has many issues, but alcohol being served / available at games is one of the biggest problems. That's for the 3 and 4.
They should stop that, but it's a big moneymaker, I'm sure, for some of these places, so they don't.
Right, or you can, if it's a baseball thing, you just bring your own, you know.
I mean, what gets into someone that they think that that's okay, that's appropriate behavior?
It's usually the people that didn't peak in athletics and want their kids to.
I guess. In all the Little League games that I coached and saw, I never saw anything close to that, no. I saw a few people thrown out for arguing. And even that's crazy. You realize, usually you get the quality of officiating commensurate with the quality of play. You know, if you got second-grade baseball game going on, you're going to get umpiring that's, very young, inexperienced. I don't know why people expect to have major league quality umpires at Little League baseball games. Even if they did, they'd probably still be complaining because there's a borderline call, every 2 minutes.
Yeah,
people are just nuts. People are aggressive, mad, angry, and nuts. People are crazy. Violent. I don't know. I can't believe that it would come to that. But really, you could spend a lot of time in jail for doing that to somebody.
What's the best youth sport to play right now?
To play?
Yeah. Well, for your children to play.
Soccer?
Hockey is great.
Basketball?
Basketball, if they're good, you got to deal with that whole AAU scene, and that gets really ugly, too. Screaming at officials.
Well, I was talking kids. Yeah, the traveling aspect, none of them are good. They're all cesspools of bad parents. Hockey is really, I disagree with that. You see a lot of, you see players going into stands and beating up parents, and you see vice versa.
Where was this?
You haven't seen that video?
No.
Like 3 weeks, a month ago?
This youth kids? Little kids?
No, high school level, I think it was. Jumped into the stands and started beating up a parent.
Well, hockey from a parent's perspective, aren't you getting up either super early or going out super late for ice time?
For the most part,
well, not all. It's at some point. There's only so much ice time to go around.
Right.
But not everybody has to practice at 5 or 6 in the morning.
It doesn't matter the sport, man. It's all about the parent, and they're getting worse. So you can't really find a youth sport that's doesn't have drama attached to it from some drunk parent.
Nothing is cheap anymore.
Well, that doesn't really fit in with what we were talking about.
You said you're naming all these sports and the parents involved, and I'm just saying for a lot of parents, you can't get your kid into a sport because you don't have the money.
Well, yeah, it's too expensive. Hockey's very expensive.
That's what I just said.
Baseball can be expensive. Yeah.
Back when I played hockey, $8 for a stick. Bought some cheap CCMs, and
but something else to consider is every time there's an incident like this, it gets massive media attention. It goes all over. Everybody reads it. There are thousands of events that go on every day where everybody behaves themselves and everyone has a great time. Yeah. Can't forget that. The lunatic who hits an umpire will make the news, and we'll talk about it and say youth sports is horrible, when in fact, though, that's pretty rare. It happens far more than it used to and far more than it should. But still, most people still have a great time playing youth sports.
Guys, I recommend rugby. No asshat parents because they have no idea what's going on in the game. That's from the 314.
That's true.
Oh, that rugby scrum. Dangerous.
You get fisted, bro?
You can get fisted or your neck broken real quickly. But I hear that rugby, there's less injuries because they have to tackle properly. Otherwise, they really hurt themselves.
Yeah, and they don't lead with the head.
Yeah, you can't. You'd be paralyzed.
That's why there's so many injuries in football.
Right.
Because people lead with the helmet. Who was it? I think it was Joe Paterno who said, if you want to get rid of some of the injuries in football, take the face mask off. People will stop leading with their head.
How do you get that ball in the scrum? Seems like they all just like lock arms and then just kind of start kicking each other in the nuts and nobody's actually going for the ball.
I don't know. I never played. I don't know much about rugby.
I don't like how when you score, you have to touch the ball to the ground. I always thought that was weird looking.
Yeah. And what if you don't? Does it not count?
Ball's still alive.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how all that works. I don't understand cricket either.
No, I don't either.
No, cricket's a great game.
It looks like baseball, but there's weird different rules.
Yeah, you just keep running.
Keep running?
Yeah, if you put one out into the outfield, you just go back and forth to the wickets.
Touching them?
That's how you get runs.
You have to touch them?
Yeah, and if you don't get to the wicket before somebody throws and hits the wicket, you're out.
And you can jump over the fence to catch a ball.
Yeah, I've seen some of that.
Yeah, that was big in Bermuda. Clevie Wade.
Stop saying that.
He became a friend of mine. He was like Mr. Bermuda cricket. Clevie Wade.
How did he become a friend of yours? Two big stars got together?
He meet you through Messvin?
Well, he used to have 2 days. 2 days the island closed down for the cricket matches. It's called Crowns and Anchors, I think. Something like that. And I was introduced to him, and we just kind of hung out. We got to be friends. He'd come by the restaurant. We'd have a beer.
You and the big star from cricket.
Me and Clevie Wade.
Okay, that's 4 times you said Clevie Wade.
Maybe Clevie Wade will an email today to do. That was a big thing. Crown and Anchors was the game you'd play. It's almost like dice. But there's a big board. It had like three or four things on the dice, and Crown and Anchor was one of them. And you'd put like your money or whatever. You put like $1,000 on Crown. If you threw the dice and the Crown came up, you took the money. God, it was gambling fever. So all you did for 2 days is watch cricket and gamble.
Huh. Why didn't you play cricket instead of just watching it? You were a young man.
I was too busy playing golf and tennis. And banging.
I'm sure you'd have made a hell of a cricket player. Probably the best on the island.
Well, I could have. I mean, back then, just hand-eye coordination.
Yeah. You and Clevie Wade. Clevie Ford, what was his name? Clevie
Wade.
Clevie Wade. Yeah, you were.
Yeah, Google him. I'm sure he'll come up.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to Google him, I don't think.
Yeah.
Dear teacher, my friends think I masturbate too much, and now I'm worried I'm a freak. I measure myself 3 or 4 times every day.
Oh, my God, that is too much, buddy.
I only do it privately, in my bedroom. But my friend, a 16-year-old lad like me, thinks it's excessive, and I could damage my body or future sex life. Teacher says, please don't worry, it's normal to masturbate regularly and frequently at your age. You won't harm yourself at all. Masturbating is healthy and will also teach you about your body, which will help in future sexual relationships. My support pack, worried about masturbation.
Oh,
you just made that one up.
Very specific.
Can we put that up in Iggy's little set right behind him?
Somebody send away for that prize pack or whatever it's called.
And the support packs like pop-up books? Like
They're just emails. I don't even think it's a PDF.
It's like a
spam. Just copy and paste it and send it over to you.
Junk mail.
Dotem got one. There's nothing wrong with masturbating 9 times a day. Yes, there is.
Well, 9 times excessive.
Get out there.
Your muscles will atrophy, won't they, if you keep doing it like that?
No, breakfast, lunch, and dinner sesh. I kind of get it.
Somebody just said they're calling dibs on Clevie Wade.
Clevie Wade. That's a good one.
You got it.
Clevie. How do you spell Clevie? Clevey?
That's a good question. I'm not.
I think it might be a IE. That's how I'm spelling it.
Okay.
Clevie. Clevie Wade. Welcome.
How do you spell mentality? Mantality. That's mentality, and you can find out more about it at lowtusa.com. That's what I did, and I now recommend it to our audience. It's FDA-approved testosterone treatment right here in St. Louis. And Mentality, a local healthcare facility specifically dedicated to helping men feel and perform at their very best, wants you to know that even if you've tried testosterone before, not everyone understands the blood chemistry in men's bodies, and that's where Mentality can help. The normal range for testosterone is large. If you've been to a doctor and they told you that you were normal without understanding the range or testing your free testosterone, it wasn't fully looked at. Come get checked with Mentality. Testosterone therapy helps men regain normal function and restores their ability to perform normally at all levels. It's lowtusa.com. Mentality. Check them out at lowtusa.com. And then think about it. Iggy, you would like to tell the people about a product as well. Saw you tweeting about it last night.
Yeah, they sent me a link that it's perfect because you click on the link and the TMA code is already in there.
Oh, boy,
it says your coupon has already been applied. But if you are having trouble in the bedroom, this guy masturbating 9 times a day, got to stay hard. And if you're having...
What?
Yeah, well, you can't whack it limp.
My word, this is in the copy?
Yep. No, I'm at living.
Okay.
Yeah, it's in the copy.
Seamless.
Now, they chose you because you needed the product so badly?
No, I don't need it.
You don't, okay.
I told them that. I said, I don't need it, but I'll gladly talk about it because I know a lot of guys that do have ED.
Sure.
I'll see them on the golf course. God, they just can't get hard.
They don't say that.
Yeah, they have trouble. They're not going to talk to other people about it.
They say that on the golf course?
They're afraid to go to the doctor because they're embarrassed. There's no reason to be embarrassed.
No.
Millions of guys have ED.
Sure they do.
And it's
and
easy.
they like it.
It's easy. You go, no, they don't like it, but they don't like to talk about it.
No, except on the golf course.
It's embarrassing. They don't even talk to the wife about it. They just keep putting off sex.
Yeah.
Instead of saying, I got a problem, I can't get hard, they just say, I don't feel good today. I got to do this. I had a hard day.
Now there's a solution.
Yes, there is. BlueChew.com.
What's the name of the product?
BlueChew.com.
Okay. All right.
It's a chewable tablet. The same active ingredients that you find in Cialis and Viagra. And it's all done online in the privacy of your own home. You don't have to go to a doctor. Doc, I'm having trouble. You don't like to admit that.
No.
Do it right from your computer.
It's at home there.
Fill out the questions, what your problems are, what you're looking for, and medical professionals will help you get through it, tell you what is good for you, and your first dose is free. First package is free, first month. So all you got to do, BlueChew.com. Type in a keyword of TMA.
So they do have a keyword in this case.
Yes. If you're just going to go to BlueChew.com by yourself, if you go to my, I think I put it on Twitter. If you go to Twitter, there's a link there on my Twitter page, and you click on this link, and your
what happens?
Code is already in there.
Oh.
All you got to do is just fill it out in order. Code TMA is already in there. You don't have to do that. But if you're doing it on your own, going to BlueChew.com, go to the keyword, type in TMA.
TMA is a keyword.
Your first order free. What do you have to lose? It's free. And you can actually have sexing with your wife without making excuses. Oh, honey, I'm just tired tonight. You know what? And the greatest thing is when, I would come, it'd be an afternoon or so. And I won't even say the girl I'm dating.
Don't say it.
But we were living, and she was living in Pheasant Run. I was just kind of staying there.
Yeah.
And
I went to see her every now and then.
there's nothing better than afternoon sex.
Oh.
You come home. I worked at night. We both worked nights. But if you work during the day, you come home and you've had a long day. Nothing better than a shower and then sex. If you can't get hard, forget it. You can't do it. And your poor wife, oh, God, another night I can't do anything. BlueChew.com. Get stiff in a jiffy. Get stiffy in a jiffy. Stiff in a jiff. Get stiffy in a jiffy.
Practicing out material.
I was trying to come up with another one, but that was...
I think he's going to have 10, 20 live reads a show coming up after these performances.
Or never.
Well, they last 4 or 5 minutes.
Well, yeah.
That's one of the things the
sponsor
clients
probably
love.
happened. Hey, can I get Iggy to do my 12-minute live? I want Iggy to do my 12-minute live
I
spot.
have to edit these, and it takes a while to download. Sometimes I have to send it in a Dropbox.
Yeah, you got a memory. Yeah, it's pretty simple. BlueChew.com, TMA.
Change your luck. Don't be a cuck. You do you with Blue Chew.
There you go. I love it. Stiffy in a jiffy. And you'll thank me. And your wife will thank you because no more linguini.
Guys, how's it possible he hijacked his own live read? Thanks. That's from the old Appleton stepdad.
I just, I start talking, and I just, I believe in the product, so I just keep talking and trying to tell you guys that it's pretty simple. You don't have to be embarrassed about it. One chewable tablet, guess
It goes
what?
on and on. How long is this live read?
Your wife will thank
We're up to
you.
4, 5, 6 minutes.
Got their money's worth.
I guess so.
Well, I believe in the company, so I talk about it.
But that first package you get is pretty costly.
Yeah, free.
Free. It's free.
Wow.
It's one or the other. Okay.
All you do is you pay shipping and handling, which I believe is $5.
Okay.
And guess what? It comes in a package that it's not even going to say the boner pill,
And you click on that
ED
link.
pill, ED tablet.
It does. It has that right across the package, so the
your
mailman sees it.
mailman's not even know what it is.
Oh, okay. Discreet. It comes
Very
discreet
discreet.
packaging.
That's the whole point of it. It works, plus it's discreet.
You can whisper to your mailman. They'll
No
go,
embarrassment.
It's boner.
Okay. And we've got an impartial ad for Pheasant Run apartment complex.
A freebie in there. Nice sunken liver.
Ad within an ad is what they call it. I think.
She lived right on the lake, too. There were ducks. I would call the ducks up. Quack, quack, quack. They would come out of the lake up to the patio. I would just feed them. And the one time she was looking for a roommate. And I'm going in the shower. If the doorbell rings, if there's a knock, it's this roommate I'm looking for. Just let her in. I'll be out in a minute. Okay. Well, I started feeding the ducks. No. Not in Bermuda.
Oh.
BlueChew.com.
There it is, Doug.
You're going to say
There's your endpoint, Quasi.
There's your endpoint right there, yeah.
919 to 925.
There's your edit point.
Seamless.
Yeah.
Colin Morikawa's agent has said absolutely not going to live. Categorically denies it after the Brooks Koepka announcement this morning, for the record.
Yeah, Pat Perez said the same thing.
Yeah, until he says it, I would be still curious to why his name is out there so often.
Morikawa rumors are categorically false.
Yeah,
I
I felt super off. Didn't they say that there was going to be 2 players announced today? Yesterday, someone said that.
Well, Answer was one of them. I didn't know if he was included
That's
with the
Answer and
Koepka.
Koepka.
Yeah, but he was announced yesterday morning. I think we talked about it even on the show, Tim. So.
I saw Golf Reporter tweeting about it, that he would be going.
Oh, okay, so there was
And I don't know
no...
if I don't know if there's an official announcement yet. Koepka is official.
Right.
But if you watched Koepka talk last week, you knew that.
Yeah. And he took PGA Tour out of his bio on Sunday.
Yeah, that was...
Doesn't he kind of fit the profile of somebody who used to be a top 10 player, made a ton of money, it doesn't really care now, just seems to be in it because what else am I going to do?
Yeah.
I mean, DJ are like the poster childs of 3-round golf tournaments, you know?
Go there, get filthy rich. If we win, great. If not, I'm okay.
Still playing the majors.
Tim, will this be a live QFTA? I mean, I guess theoretically we could, right, Jackson?
Yeah, but I think it would be. I think that they're better when we do them.
I actually agree with you, and I don't know why that is, but I agree with you.
There's something about it's just more natural.
Yeah.
And plus, when you don't do it live, you have more freedom. Like you don't have to feel like everything's going to be.
It's a nice observation.
This is the finished product that you can, if you want to take some out later or add something in later.
Guys, Twitter's in an uproar over Jim Edmonds. Is he toast? I had Jackson pull up the audio. I don't. Are you familiar with this story, Doug?
I remember. I thought I heard him say something. Was it last night or the night before that I thought, yeah, it's kind of a little on the edge. But I forget what it was now.
Do you have that in the system, Jackson?
No, I thought that. I didn't think we were gonna.
No, it's fine. No, it's fine. Everything's fine. I will paraphrase the story because the reason Jackson and I discussed it at the top of the hour commercial break, and I said, okay, check this out. You kind of need the visual of it.
Yeah.
So there was a kid they show in the top of the 5th inning, scoreless game here in Milwaukee.
Yeah.
And they show him watching the game with binoculars, and Dan says, every seat's a good seat in the house. And then Jim says, or he might be looking at something else when they showed a lady and her husband. And that was it.
Oh, God.
When I watched it, I'm like, why are people...
So you've seen it, Plowhawk? You've actually seen it?
Yeah, it's like a 13-second clip. I just didn't get what was... I mean, probably shouldn't have been said, but probably shouldn't have been said, and getting roasted on Twitter is two different. I didn't see the huge deal with it.
Who's upset with it?
I mean, you say that in like an article.
We're worried about two people again?
More than likely.
I honestly wasn't aware of it until it was sent in.
No, I did not
Dead
see
serious. But I wouldn't consider myself really locked in on...
No.
Well, how about this, Bally's? When he's talking about binoculars, don't show a picture of a beautiful woman with her husband. How about that?
Well, you're going after the director now.
Yeah, I'm wondering how many people actually saw that. It
So
was
what
on
if it
Bailey's.
Is it suddenly horrible to look at a beautiful woman? Does that make you lose your job?
I don't know if it was the binocular thing. I mean, it's certainly weird, but I don't... From what is said over the air and on broadcast, I didn't think it was that big of a deal. But
Can you imagine that's where we are now, where you've crossed the line if you hint that somebody might be looking at a beautiful woman. But that's just too much. I'm sorry, I can't take that.
Just bad.
You can get the audio, Jackson, just so people can hear it, so they can form their own opinion. But again, the issue is you need the visual.
Right. All right.
I could pot you down.
I'll be well.
Oh, sorry, Jackson. I didn't mean to immediately cut you off.
I'll be away from Mike. I got a good difference to you.
Okay.
Okay,
because he's recording this. He's recording the show right now, so we can't.
God forbid it's 0-0 in the fifth inning, which means this game had to be boring as hell.
It's baseball. It's
and Edmonds throws a little levity in there, and a couple people on Twitter in an uproar.
Yeah. You think people really care, or do they just get their jollies by saying,
I know the fans do not like Jim Edmonds in the booth. That's a fact.
Why wouldn't you?
There are a lot of people who don't. I have no idea. I just don't know what the big deal is. People say he talks too much, rambles on about stories.
He's one of the announcers.
Again, I completely agree, Doug. I'm just saying what people, talk about. But I mean, that's his job, is to tell baseball stories. And
I think he brings some great insight. You hear stuff from him you don't hear from other people. I always enjoy him when he's on there. And Brad Thompson, too, I think is terrific.
Brad Thompson's tremendous.
He's the real deal.
Yeah.
Love Brad. But people sometimes just like saltine cracker water style broadcasts. These are the same people that probably don't like Zamboni.
Well, I don't know.
They don't like the ice cleaned?
No, whatever that guy's name, Zambroni or Zambrini.
Oh, the minor league announcer?
Yeah, I mean, people are purists. And they don't like
who
anything.
cares?
Again, Doug.
Who cares if Karen gets upset about something?
When we talk about it.
Yeah.
We talk about Karen getting upset.
Oh, well, yeah.
Just like here. I mean, it's just who was the player that they went back and looked at? Cardinal player from 16, 17. He said something derogatory, and then went back and looked at something 10 years ago.
Well, it's Donovan this year.
Donovan, yeah.
Got into.
I mean, what would force you to think, he's having a pretty good year so far? I'm going to go look and find some dirt on him. What would force you to do that? We were talking yesterday on Pepper and Jeannie about just how miserable people are.
Yeah, because you got nothing going on in your life, and I mean nothing. And so you're going to try to take down somebody who's in a better station in life.
The gotcha guy, the gotcha moments, all that.
Yeah, you don't see successful people doing that.
I don't get it. What do you go tell all your friends? I'm the one that found that.
Probably, yeah. Probably. Or you think you're doing everyone a big favor.
Brian Henshin has just issued a statement. No, we are not. Do not lump me, an anti-Zamboni guy, with the anti-Edmonds crowd. Thank you, Brian Henshin.
And I didn't mean to lump everybody in, but I meant just the old school purists don't like some of these little conversations back and forth, little things that Edmonds said. Very similar to how Iggy doesn't like Zamboni.
I didn't say I don't like it.
Well, I meant
just said it's getting a little cheesy.
Yeah, too cheesy. And that's, old school crowd. I just don't understand what the big deal was with the Edmonds thing.
Speaking of Henshin, I saw a memory popped up on my Facebook page yesterday.
Here we go.
It was from 10 years ago, and it was from Brian Henshin. It said,
"What do you say?
I'll be co-hosting Ibon on the morning show today with the great Kenny Strode."
Ibon, that was International Brotherhood of Nitwits.
That's correct.
10 years ago, I said, I sure as hell don't remember this.
Producers got together, tried to revolt.
Yes, I was not.
Tried an insurrection of the station.
I want to know part of Ibon.
So you hosted a bunch of shows with Henshin?
That was one of my memories. It came up yesterday. I said, I don't remember this.
Okay.
I guess I did.
Pretty sweet.
Well, it's something he can remember the rest of his life.
That he got to host a show with the great Ken Strode?
Yeah. Maybe there's some audio of that out. That would be awesome to throw some audio of that.
Well, you don't think he'd make up something like that, do you?
No, I don't.
I got audio Edmonds.
Oh, have you got the Edmonds audio?
Nice. Take a listen.
Well, it's up to, yeah.
All right, hit the lever, Plowsy.
I got you.
Really not a bad seat in the house. But if you got the binoculars, you get the up-close look.
You might be looking at something else, too. You never know.
That was it.
That was it. That's unbelievable.
Oh.
And it's really up to your interpretation. Like,
right.
He makes no reference of anything. So really, you're jumping to conclusions and assuming.
But Tim said that's visual because I think he said that also they showed a picture of an attractive woman and her husband too. So I'm sure that's what Jim was referring to. But who cares?
More than likely.
Maybe he was looking at it.
Guys, I searched Edmonds on Twitter, and it's one person with a dog avatar.
Well, that's probably correct. Yeah.
That's surprising.
You're outraged.
So that's the outrage?
Yeah, it was a dog avatar. I remember that.
Oh, you have seen where this is all coming from?
Yeah, the original. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
one person?
And that's when I was like,
I
okay,
have
this.
no idea. Well, there's a story for sure on Barstool about it.
Did you see what Charles Barkley said last night on the Stanley Cup Finals?
We have that audio. Assuming you're talking about how he got the tickets.
Oh no, it's when he described the first goal. They said,
You got
Charles,
Tatum?
this was yes, between periods.
Jackson gonna like it.
Between periods, they said, describe this first goal that Colorado scored, and he says, well, it came off a turnover, just like one of Jason Tatum's turnovers.
100+.
Damn, Gina.
They're doing hockey post periods, in between periods?
No, Barkley got tickets from Commissioner Bettman, and since he was there, they had him go on the broadcast, and he yucked it up with them in between periods once.
You want me to play?
Yeah, why not?
Oh, yeah.
And I'm good friends with Coach Cooper. They got their butt kicked really good. One was a great game. Two was awful. And I was sitting around the house today, and I called the commissioner. I said, hey, can I get 2 tickets tonight? He says, are you coming down? I said, if you get me 2 tickets, I'm coming down.
You called Gary Bettman today.
I did. I got his cell. You don't have it.
What's his number? What's Gary's number?
Oh, it's on the commission.
Got it.
It's on the commission. But I want to thank him for having me.
Yeah.
And, I'm not a big Lightning fan. I'm a Cooper fan. I'm pulling for the Lightning. But, man, they got their hands full with this Avalanche team.
Is there a better analyst working in pro sports today than Charles Barkley?
No, he's the best in business.
He's absolutely iconic, man.
Yeah.
Absolutely electric.
Yeah.
Anytime he's on, if he's commenting on something, I'm going to watch it.
Yeah, and if you're a commissioner, you're handing that guy tickets.
Yeah,
You're just handing
tickets.
him.
Can you stop by the intermission show?
Right.
Yeah,
exactly.
and they sat together. They had pictures of Barkley sitting with Bettman.
He's good at that cross promotion thing. Like, I'm not saying he's a hockey know-it-all, but it's cool that he can kind of just go wherever in any sport and kind of just be the man.
Biz was talking about, because he worked for TNT, and sometimes they'd be in the same studio, and every time after they would both meet up in the dressing rooms, and Barkley would be like, all right, who we got tonight? Who am I betting on? Who am I betting on? Who do you guys like tonight? So he could find hockey bets to play with.
I wonder if he gotten any Twitter complaints after. I think he said when somebody asked him about live golf and guys making $200 million, he goes, hell, you give me $200 million, I'd kill a relative for that.
Yeah, that was.
No, some people are beyond it all.
That
Some
is
people
correct.
can say absolutely anything, and he is one of them.
That is 100%.
Barkley is one of them.
Yep, 100%, Doug. And he has been for a while, by the way.
Yeah. I don't know who else has got that
Stern.
kind of leeway.
Larry David kind of has it.
Didn't he mid-broadcast?
Larry David, though, ever talking about it?
Well, I mean, with the show. The show, Curb will never get, that's out of bounds for some.
Yeah.
What helps, Stern works for himself, too, doesn't he?
Yeah, but he was untouchable before that. For things he would say at the time. I mean, we're going back to 2006, and he's a shareholder there. That was part of his deal. But 2006, he'd deal with the FCC, but then he'd go somewhere else because he brought in so much money, So he was untouchable then.
I guess maybe Shaq is not really
but Shaq doesn't
controversial.
say,
Yeah, he's just such a nice guy.
The angry old guy is all over this story and continues to send in images of it. Fans are wound up. It was not a husband and wife. And then he sends a screenshot of Keely and STL saying, get this man off my broadcast.
Yeah, I follow her.
Jeez.
Who's that?
God.
She got popular a few years ago. I mean, not popular. I mean, she
has a bunch of followers.
Yeah.
Doug, who is Keely and STL?
I don't know.
She's just like a fan, a big old fan.
Oh, yeah. She's a fan, all right.
How do you know it wasn't a husband and wife?
It wasn't. Because the guy is 55 or 60.
All right, how old was the woman?
Got to be, I can't tell but she's got to be under 25.
So you're casting aspersion. You don't think an old guy can get a young girl?
Jackson didn't know.
Time for Jackson to be canceled.
I guess.
No, not just Jackson. I mean, you can't, unless you went up and asked them, are you two married? You don't know if they're not
Well,
married.
how
or
many
not.
60-year-olds do you see with 25-year-olds?
It depends. Are we at Napoli?
Yeah, how rich is he?
Yeah, you don't know where they came from.
Like,
Well, they're also not sitting next to each other. That's another context clue.
So with the Kiwi girl, like guessing this girl's age, or are we guessing that Edmonds would talk about one specific girl in the crowd? There's so many variables to this. Let's not fire a guy for what we have no idea what he's talking about.
And then Casey responded by saying, I'll just go ahead and say it. I don't care how great of a player Jim Edmonds was. He's absolutely cringeworthy as a human being, and his broadcasting is the absolute worst.
He is not.
Please get rid of him.
He's a very, very nice guy.
Well, there's your ouster tweet. One.
And some of us enjoy him a lot on the broadcast. I know I do. I know thousands of others do as well.
I don't get to see enough of him. I don't think I've seen him in 3 years, actually.
Guys, I'm just replying to the douche who said it was just one guy with a dog aviator was talking about it. I think that meant Avatar. That's from the Angry Old Guy.
Okay.
All you got to do is just go through Kiwi's old tweets and type in a keyword and just drag her and get her fired from her job. I mean, if that's how people want to play it, I think you just play it both ways.
No.
It doesn't matter if he's in the spotlight and you're not. You're saying something on Twitter, I think your corporation should know about it. So let's stop the hypocrisy, please.
Maybe they don't have a
let's just stop
corporation.
it.
They're just people that don't have jobs or make money off commenting like that on the internet.
The Angry Old Guy has just issued another statement. I love Edmonds. I'm not dragging him. I found it interesting. Angry Old Guy.
We don't care about you, Angry Guy, right now.
Oh,
I
we're off
appreciate
him.
it. Yeah, we're off of him.
And the Rams have a girl in charge of the cheerleaders named Keely.
Keely Fimbres.
Yeah. Different girl?
I'm sure it's a different person.
I assume
Yeah.
it's a different girl, yeah.
I would think so.
I just think they're wanting to get people fired, but also you're...
Well, I don't know if anybody... I haven't seen anything saying he should be terminated, have it?
And these are just like people with like 7 Twitter followers. Like,
well, that's my point. These people...
99% of people don't care. So.
Yeah, it's any Joe Blow you might see on the street. Why are we concerned?
So it was really no big deal. Because we're bringing up like 3 or 4 tweets of people that have no followers and nobody's paying attention.
But would it be a big deal if the person had 1 million followers? Would it suddenly...
They could make it a big deal.
But
if they
would
had
it
1 million
suddenly
followers.
be what he said was worse?
According to these people, it could be. If you have 1 million followers and you start tweeting things out about that, and then the other people chime in, yeah, that's when things happen. When you're popular on Twitter and people listen to you. And then if it's 3 people that have 7 followers, nobody's going to pay attention to that.
Yeah.
Nobody saw it.
But based on what Edmonds said, you think it would ever gain momentum? That something had to be done because he said, he could be looking at something else with binoculars. I mean, what a statement.
I could be wrong. The way I look at it is if you have 1 million followers and you tweet something out, all of a sudden now it is something that people are talking about.
I don't know.
Because it goes from one to another, then it's tweeted out, then it's retweeted 150, 200 times. Now all of a sudden you have a bunch of people talking about it. Because one popular person decided to make it a conquest of theirs to go after somebody.
They can talk about it, but it's still a big nothing burger.
Glenn Carbon Glory Boy says in the YouTube chat, blowing out someone else's candle does not make yours burn any brighter.
Oh, boy.
It's pretty deep for the show.
Nice little quote. Nice little quote.
Brian Henshin has issued a statement. We are also assuming they are real people behind these accounts and not bots. I think a lot of this is generated by computer programs. It's Brian Henshin.
Oh, come on. How could a computer program generate something what Jim Edmonds said?
And bots aren't really going after minimal stories like this. I don't know if this is the one where they're like banding together as one.
There's still a person behind the bot, right? Somebody who would have programmed it. You think bots are listening to everything Jim Edmonds is saying on the Cardinal broadcast? Come on.
I think bots are like overrated. I think it's just burner accounts are like the
Sell your stock in bots.
Burner accounts are a way bigger problem on Twitter than bots are.
I would think so.
Isn't social media improved substantially if people have to actually use their real names?
You would think, yeah.
You see a lot of people not
Yeah,
using
and their
that.
picture.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it wouldn't help the value of the various entities, so from that standpoint...
Sometimes it works the opposite. When I used to have a blue check mark, and when I changed my profile picture, I lost the blue check mark and cannot get it back.
It's so odd.
Does that bum you out?
A shot of my face saying, here's who I am. They said, you're not verified anymore. So it works the opposite. Yeah, I think it would help a lot if you had to give your full name and address and phone number.
And a picture of yourself.
Picture, yeah. Driver's license picture.
Love to see these people reactions when their bosses go, yeah, you're fired. We looked at your Twitter account. Oh, up in arms. Oh, my gosh. You can't do that. But, of course, they want same people fired because of something on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hypocrisy kills me.
Oh, these people.
What's the difference between the two as far as what you can post? Twitter, I mean, there's kids on Twitter. But on Twitter, you can do anything. These porn stars are putting scenes up on Twitter.
They are.
I put a picture of Anchorman Boner on the Facebook page, and I'm banned for 2 weeks. What's the difference?
I think it's understood that Twitter is pretty much anything goes.
Yeah, well, why can't Facebook be like that?
A political post that goes. Why can't you do what?
Why can't Facebook be like that?
It's just different. Just a different site.
Different company.
Facebook is probably rated PG, and Twitter is, I guess it'd be NC-17. Anything goes.
No, I mean, it's X. I mean, you can post porn movies up there. It's X.
But NC-17, the same thing.
They replaced X.
Okay.
Doc,
just like different ratings is all.
If you would like to make sure that you don't deal with foundation peering issues when it gets this hot, make sure you're working with stress up pumps, interior and exterior drainage solutions, egress window installation, concrete leveling, downspout extensions, Stratum Structural Systems, online at stratumrepair.com. And let's enjoy a little fistful of bourbon before we go to the Design, Air, Heating, and Cooling email of the day. There's a new whiskey in town. Fistful of Bourbon's the name, and going down easy is their game. The kin behind Fistful has spent over 100 years concocting the finest blend of 5 whiskeys this side of the Smokies, making it the smoothest bourbon your mouth will ever feel. This is the kind of complexity that can only be accomplished with good old-fashioned hard work and sound alchemy. That's why Fistful of Bourbon keeps winning gold medals, blue ribbons, and whatnots at every fancy liquor competition from the Berkshires to Bakersfield. Get wise and pick up a bottle today. Don't be a damn fool. Please enjoy Fistful responsibly. Think about it.
Okay. That's what I'm thinking about right now, in fact.
So now that you're thinking about it.
I refuse not to think about it. So that's what I shall do.
Nice. Anything else?
When you try not to think about something, that's all you can think about.
Jackson's texting with somebody about who's going to go number 1 in the NBA draft. I was about to read it, and then I thought, I think that might be Jackson. And sure enough, it was.
Jabari Smith?
He's gone 1 on a couple models. Chet's gone number 1 on a couple models, and I think the undisputed Pilo should be going number 1. Pilo Banchero.
There's 60 picks in the first 2 rounds, right?
There's only 2 rounds in the NBA draft.
So it's 60 picks, right?
Yep.
That's what I said. I said there's 60 picks in the first 2 rounds, correct?
Yes, but the first 2 is the only 2.
Yeah. 60 total picks in the draft.
There's 60 picks in the draft, 2 rounds.
How many seniors will get drafted? 3, 4?
A couple.
Out of 60?
I don't have that information for you. The ones that go early are usually, they were freshmen.
The best players get picked when they're really young.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's not like the old days of, you got a college team and you got a player, a good player, you got a shot to win an NCAA title because you got this guy for 4 years. One and done. Everybody, freshmen and sophomore.
Not everybody. There's only 60 picks, like you said, so 60, and not every single one of them are one and done.
And the NIL nowadays,
be like 3 seniors.
You're getting paid more in the NIL sometimes than the G League. So if you're a fringe second rounder, instead of going, you're staying. So there's a lot of.
See Kofi Cobra.
Yeah, exactly. He could have stayed his senior year.
I got to go to the Design, Air, Heating, Cooling email today. Before Colin Morikawa he's not a regular on the Twitter tweets, just tweeted just your number 11 money winner on Pip here to say good morning to everyone. Last week at my press conference, I said the media loves creating drama. Sure enough, I woke up this morning to everyone thinking I'm next. Not to say I told you so, but I told you so. To state for the record, once again, you all are absolutely wrong. I've said since February at Riviera that I am here to stay on the PGA Tour and nothing has changed. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got some cereal to pour in my milk.
Oh.
Doug, do you like that?
Usually you pour the cereal first and then the milk on top of it.
Yeah. That's kind of like a controversial take along with the statement.
I think that's where he was going with that.
Nice. It's time for the Design, Air, Heating, and Cooling email of the day. Sup, man, child? July is almost here, which means a few things. Most notable is Acoustic Sessions' 4th of July music video, which features a lead vocalist that is holding a notebook during so he can recite the deep and intellectual prose that he has so generously delivered onto our chests. Hashtag smoke bombs with your moms. But it also means it's gerbil swap time, so my wife's father and I had the unfinished area in my basement that I've been using as a workshop to convert faulty Sibians into like new, delivering the sophistication, torque, and jackhammering power that a Bryce Chandler Hill has come to expect from a new machine, and also from Jessica Simpson's father.
Okay.
Manny's been on a steady dose of antibiotics since ingesting undercooked General Tso's chicken by way of hashtag Bill's brine, so it'll be nice to get him back to daddy. We locked eyes and began to simultaneously gape. Out came Manny. Out came Tammy. They kissed. We kissed. His droppings became my supper soppings. Get off my belt, Doug. It's from Tunnels Dalty. Peep my YouTube vid vlog, where I joined the sexiest SEC defensive coaching assistants in the steam room to discover who is the most promiscuous and flexible.
Okay. Tunnels Talty.
Guys, when it's this hot outside, I like to envision myself in the fall time. And one of my favorite things about the fall time is the return of Pick 6. I'm a big lemming of the former producer who now polishes sewer lids and wears his hats like a 2001 Phi Cap. Oh, and also his buddy on the show that no one else knows. No, not the Pee Wee Herman of Interstate 70, the other guy whose picks are so controversial that he cannot possibly use his real name. I once heard this guy say the following: my lock for the week is the Carolina Panthers +6. I think they're going to lose, but only by about 3 or 4. So, guys, this was his lock. Anyway, I'll keep it brief to save room for Iggy's one live read. Thanks and bye. That's from Don Hoffman.
Don Hoffman, the biting email.
Hello, I would like to clarify something for you dolts. Jackson asked a good question at the end of yesterday's show. What's a garden-style apartment? To which Doug replied, I think that means you get a little land, a little patio or something. Doug, why you choose to pontificate on something you know so little about, I have no idea. It is a low-rise apartment community comprised of several smaller buildings, typically 3 floors or fewer. Get it right. This reminds me of one when you idiots kept asking how much the condos at 1 Cardinal Way were selling for. It's an apartment building, you dense HD2 schleppers.
This guy's an apartment slob. Snob.
The units are for rent, not for sale. Why Stephen Ballpark chose to live there and take creepy-ass pictures of the women at the pool. I have no idea. Thank you. That's from Mr. Licks.
Oh, sure it is.
Oh, he held our feet to the fire.
Mr. Licks.
Oh, my God.
So an apartment building can only be 3 stories high to be a garden-style apartment?
Guess so.
Have you ever heard that before?
And you're the Hoosier because you don't know that.
Press release for immediate publication. The Live Golf Tour is excited to announce that Ken No Self-Awareness Strode is joining our new tour. We here at Live Golf recognize the financial impact that someone as big as an aging amateur who can't break 90 from the white tees can have from our bottom line. If each one of the viewers who tune into Ken's Facebook cooking show also watch Ken fumble F around a challenging golf course with actual professionals, that would add 10 or 11 additional viewers. Sure, DJ Phil and Kepka are nice, but Iggy actually moves the needle. Mr. I Don't Play Golf on the Weekends will captain a team called Strode Strokers, which is a nod to how he spends most of his free time pleasuring himself and the fact that he would suffer a stroke if he attempted to walk 18 holes. We'd also like to announce that Ken will be sponsored by Hawaiian Tropic and Vaseline. Coupled with his endorsement deal for chewable boner tablets, Mr. Menthol will take the Live Golf Tour to new heights. Tune in this weekend so you can audibly ask your TV, who the hell is this old joker and why are his hands shaking so badly for such a short putt?
Yeah.
That's from the JV Golf Coach.
Oh, JV Golf Coach. Man, that wasn't very pleasant. Give it a check mark.
And finally, morning guys, I'm selling a 1-bed, 1-bath with plenty of space for a shoe rack. Anyone willing to purchase this for less than what I'm asking? Thanks. That's from Pockets, a nickname that just stuck. And that's what we have for the Design Air Heating and Cooling email of the day.
I like Don Hoffman and I like Tunnels Talty. I'm going to go Don Hoffman. Don Hoffman.
A lot to choose from, Iggy.
Not really. Tunnels Talty.
Tunnels Talty gets it back-to-back days.
Damn it, Lucas!
Tunnels Talty with a nice win. And Tunnels Talty now is tied with Brian Henshin and the JV golf coach. This is a fun month of June.
Is it? Yeah. Okay. I didn't have to suspend anyone today, but I was close. Thanks, Mark Milton and STLTaxLawyer.com for standing by should someone needed to be suspended.
Nice.
I was ready if it came up.
This is a good leaderboard for Email of the Month.
Yeah. What is the winner? Well, today they got
the Designer Camo Cap. Thank you, Seth Goldcamp.
And then
Adam Wainwright was wearing that thing.
Yeah, end of the month. The monthly winner, I think, is Motley Crue tickets.
Vince Neil.
And that gift card.
Mick Mars.
That gift card to some saloon.
A saloon?
We should probably find out what that is so we can say.
It's a one saloon in particular? Or
Well, it's your gift card, right?
No, Jesse gave it to me.
Yeah. Well. So did you not look at it? You just handed it
I
to
did, but I
Jackson?
forgot what it was.
Oh, gotcha.
And I gave it to Jackson, so.
Nice.
Okay, so Jackson has his saloon gift card.
Out of sight, out of mind.
Man, I didn't know how that worked.
I don't know what to tell you.
No, I don't
That's
either.
what it was. But then we added Motley
I'm in the
Crue,
dark.
Joan Jett, and whoever else they're playing with.
Okay.
Is it Poison?
Is it Def Leppard?
Def Leppard? No.
It's Def Leppard.
What's your favorite Def Leppard song?
Striper? Kip Winger?
Can they still perform She's Only 17?
I don't know.
Probably not. That's probably out. That's probably out.
Maybe we get Tommy Lee in the studio when they get here.
What? Good time to leave the studio when they get here?
Tommy Lee.
Oh.
Motley Crue. When they come in town, maybe Tommy Lee will stop by studio.
Oh, I see.
You ever talk with him?
I see.
I don't believe so. No.
Well, Vince Neil. He seems like he could be a straight-to-love guy.
Be nice to get Clevie Wade in here.
His Wikipedia page is like one paragraph.
Who's that?
Clevie Wade. Former Bermudian kicker. Cricket kicker.
Right-handed batsman. Right-handed bowler.
That was...
That's it.
So I gotta go get my ass handed to me.
Okay, come and get your whooping.
Talk some Clevie Wade way.
It's Balloon Party on 101 ESPN.
It's hardcore sports. They might like some cricket talk, especially retired cricket players.
Oh, my God. That's coming your way here in a couple of moments on 101 ESPN. Listen to Jackson just get taken to task.
Yeah. Basically, we give away tickets, and it's to. I remember someone said they were going to assault me. That one yesterday.
Some guy texted in. It's a different kind of text than we get here. Some guy said he saw a guy he thought it looked like Jackson at the lake this weekend, and went to slide tackle him.
Slide tackle him?
And then he looked up, and it wasn't him, and he apologized.
Why would he slide tackle you?
They don't like him because he likes the NBA.
Oh.
And then he was doing a Sports Center update yesterday. So the Avalanche will take on, and there was a long pause. And then he remembered it was the Lightning.
Oh, no. You didn't try to headlip it again, did you?
No, I was avoiding a sneeze.
Okay.
That's my story. I'm sticking to it.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to go take the high hard one. Doug for the Plowhawk for Action, Jackson for Iggy for my brother Kevin for Douglas Elvin Vaughn. I'm Tim McKernan. This has been the Ryan Kelly Morning After from the Michelob Ultra Studios.
KPNT FM HD.